2 or 3 times hard just to accumulate what we're doing right now today. But man, if we just been educated, man, we can just cut this shit in half, man. You know, them boys been doing this shit for years, man, and just running circles around us, sitting at home.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
we need to understand our economy. We need to understand our stocks. We need to understand, you know, where our money is going and where it's piling up. You know, and I think a lot of people just don't. We don't know how the world runs. You know,
that's a fact. We don't know how money moves.
No, we don't. We don't.
How it happens.
We're just concerned about putting money in our pocket, and then once we do that, we don't know what the hell to do with it.
Right. It's just sitting there.
We out here buying all the shit we don't damn need
and
spend up half of the wealth, and you can't move forward when you get rainy days.
Yeah.
You know, we don't save as much as we're supposed to. We don't invest as much as we're supposed to.
That's the key word, the invest word. Money just sitting around not doing nothing, just sitting in your account. And I mean, next year it ain't worth the same amount of money that it was worth this year.
I wasted millions of dollars and I'm stupid. Sitting out here just doing shit for the face and everything and what you think the next man gonna like and make you look good. Fuck that.
Yeah.
People just need, my philosophy, people just need to learn how to make more money. And it's one way that I know that everybody make more money. You got access to $1 trillion damn stock market. See, everybody, this guy, everybody needs to know how to day trade. I can jump in the market and make 5,000, 6,000 in a day, 10, 15,000 in a day. Now with my damn business I do, hell, I make about 25,000 a week. But damn it, some days I stay home because I be, it's better to go out and trade. All these young niggas out here, this young kids getting paid. I'm talking about making millions of dollars a year trading. Younger than me. A young guy 27 taught me.
Oh yeah.
He was like, man, you making all this money, let me train you. I said, hell yeah, I like to sit home and make my money instead of going out there making that shit. But
so many ways.
Look, the kids nowadays have more information
than
we
in the history of the world.
Man, they can get paid. Get what? They getting paid like ball players right now. Making $3-5 million a year. How old are you?
I just turned 20.
See?
Yeah, he's been making money since he's been like 14.
20 years old. If he, I don't know if he know anything about the stock market.
You know,
but if he learned how to trade.
I do. Me and my friends, we day trade.
Yeah.
My friend actually made $35,000 literally like an hour ago.
Yeah, in an hour. See, sometimes because let me tell you something. Like Tesla, it moves in a big way. I don't give a fuck about Elon Musk, but you can make it going up, or you can buy a put and make it going down.
So for example, and this is the dumbest decision of my life. When Trump released his coin, me and my friends, we were in a call because I play video games professionally.
Okay.
So I play video games for money, a lot of money.
Okay.
When we're bored, we're like, you know what can we do to make more money while we're waiting? We heard Trump was dropping a coin because there's like this whole thing with meme coins going around when it was big. He dropped this coin. I told my friends, I was like, yo, this could be big. Let's put like $100 in right when it drops.
Right.
Because this could skyrocket because it's Trump.
That bitch took off.
They did not want to do it. And I tell you, when it dropped, it went up to $4 billion.
Yeah, so hey, the few people that got in.
If I had $100 in,
you would have made what?
my whole family could be retired right now.
Oh my God.
Because the net, because I actually did it. I calculated it. I had $100 in. I think the peak that it had, it was like 4.2 billion. The gross that it ended up being was like 3.6. So I still would have cashed out for a good, I think, what was it? 935 million.
$1 billion.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah. But he's getting ready to drop another coin, and I'm ready this time. He's getting ready to drop it. He's gonna drop it in like 2 days, and not a lot of people know about it.
No,
What's it on Coinbase?
This is the thing,
It's
though.
on Coinbase?
Yeah, on Coinbase.
This is the thing, though. When there was a lot of hype over that first coin, because he had Elon Musk, and people was, this is the richest motherfucker in the world backing his ass. So they went with him. Now, since they little fallout, and what happened yesterday?
What happened yesterday?
The most embarrassing day of Trump's life.
What
Don't you
happened?
know he was having this big rally and parade and all? No motherfucking body was there.
Oh.
The stands was empty. Trump was, they was laughing at it. It looked like he was gonna cry. I'm talking about, he couldn't even give a speech. Nobody showed up. He got all these tanks and military shits and blocking off and all these routes. Nobody, because the American
Taxpayer
people,
money.
yeah, it was the taxpayer money, but they losing their benefits. And they see that this big, beautiful bill is gonna cost like 16 million motherfuckers to lose their health care. So they starting to get, and then they rounding up motherfuckers and all that shit happening in Los Angeles right now. All motherfuckers finally starting to get aware, so they ain't sure, and it hurt him to his heart. They done spent all this money, did all this time. You gonna see it on TV? I'm talking about nobody.
Listen, I'm glad I got out of LA before, like when I did. I was just in LA.
Where are you?
I was the USC campus.
Uh-huh.
I was there for a tournament.
University of Southern Cal.
Yeah, so there was a huge gaming tournament. So they flew me out, and I went. And I was there for like 2 weeks. Me, my dad, and my friend went. Did that. I played in that. Left. As soon as I left, the whole thing with the ice started sparking.
Yeah.
And my friends that live in LA, they're like, yo, like, check this out. And it's just people in the hotel that Fortnite had us staying in.
Yeah.
It was literally across the, it was in front of the crypto arena.
Oh, in front of Old Staples.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly.
So
Downtown.
East Central downtown, that hotel. So they had us in there. That same street that we were staying on was filled with people just protesting. And I was like, yeah, I'm glad I got out of there quick.
Yeah, man, you don't want nothing to do with none of that going on. Stay on out the way, collect your money, and keep working.
That's why I'm getting ready to move to Texas.
Why? Tell me.
Gaming.
Game.
Yep.
Motherfucker, Texas. My driver just took a load down to Texas. That motherfucker, hey, he supposed to pick it up last Wednesday, and they ain't have it ready, so they gave him $3,000 extra to wait till that Monday. He picked it up and he delivered it on Wednesday. The load paid me $11,500 though. I said that was okay, damn it, to make up, because I was like, we gonna cancel this load. Every day y'all telling him it's gonna be another. We gonna make it worth your while. You gonna make it worth your while. I was like, okay. You made it worth it.
The cost of living where I'm gonna move is so good.
What part?
Fort Worth. Fort Worth and like
That's where I be at. Fort Worth and Dallas.
So right now I have an apartment. I live in Buford. Right, literally, you know where Tequila Mama is?
Yeah.
I live across the street. That new complex that's there, the end zone. I stay there. I pay like $15.60 altogether. That's utilities and rent.
Okay.
They have apartments in Texas, a 1-bedroom. Rent by itself is $896. You're paying upwards of $1,056 for everything.
You're saying it's probably saving $500.
And it's nice as fuck.
And it's very nice.
Oh my God.
It's very nice.
Over in Fort Worth, Dallas, especially at Fort Worth area, because our company that I got a contract, Landstar, biggest owner operator company, that's where they based at. And we always go down to Fort Worth.
I did Landstar with box trucks.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm in that heavy haul, so I do them. We do them RGNs and all that damn military equipment. I done had the space shuttle process. They break down the space shuttle. We go down to Cape Canaveral and take that shit up to Huntsville. They got NASA. Yeah, NASA over there.
Yeah, so me and two buddies of mine, we're gonna move down to Texas because we're in talks right now, but we may be getting a contract with the team. and the team wants to buy like a house for the team and like have us in there to compete because Dallas is where like the main like where the server is for the game. So it's like the best connection for it. So every pro in like North America has now moved to Dallas because that's where the main server is.
Okay.
So like all my friends, they all live there. So I'm like, you know what?
So you did game.
I'm like, yeah, I do.
See, that's the cool shit.
Since 13 years old.
When we was young, it wasn't no
payouts.
When we was young, it wasn't no motherfucking internet.
Yeah.
So we like game and shit.
$100,000 payouts.
Wow. Right now, I'm gearing up for this new season that just dropped in the game. And if I make top 3 in this grand finals of this tournament, me and my trio, we get to compete in France for the global championship. So last year they had a global championship. It was in Texas. It was in Fort Worth, actually. So I went there and saw it. So I didn't play in it. But globals is like only the top 100 people that have made it are in there. And it's the biggest. I think the prize pool, they upped it this year. I think first place take home for a trio. So like 3 people. It's I think it's 500K split. I think it's 500K.
Okay.
Split between 3 people. So yeah, that's what I do.
So what in the hell? See, this is the thing. Back in the day, this is what I was telling you in that. Back in the day, and y'all say education came back. Yeah, but these motherfuckers making money too many ways now. I know young guys that do that Turo shit, got like 20-something cars, made like $3 million something last year. I mean, y'all young as hell making this and ain't working not one damn day. Yeah. We was taught to go to school so we could get a job. Yeah. My philosophy, I told my kids, fuck a job. Find something else that you can generate cash off of and you ain't got to be there. Or something like you doing.
So yeah, this is my picture my dad took. So my dad's up in the stands. I'm on the stage, like over here.
Yeah.
So it's like kids and people all around the stadium,
And they're watching. And those are big TV screens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And y'all just playing games.
And we just playing video games. That's it.
Making $100,000, $200,000.
So what's your video name?
Just doing what we love. Huh?
Do y'all got different names like X Factor or something?
Yeah, so there's a lot of people. So my in-game name, mine's always been Hype. HYPE. That's always been mine.
Okay.
Since I first started gaming. But yeah, it's like, because I told Ann when I was one point, who was it? AJ? You were like, I need you to teach AJ.
Yeah, we need to start playing some games around here.
Yeah.
Before we started our football journey.
My damn 8-year-old from the damn game, man.
Yeah, so my dad,
Mess around to be a millionaire.
That son of a bitch played all day.
Mess around to be a
Games
millionaire.
he played. I don't even look, but he's on that shit all
And
day.
kids, they can do it so quick. We and my wife was at the Apple store. This woman came in there with her kids. They immediately grabbed them tablets and went on to start playing games before the salesperson. I'm like, damn, they got on there fast.
Games, man.
Yeah,
I ain't never played.
My dad, he always would get on him. He's like, so why are you spending $2,000 on a computer? And I'm like, so I'm gaming. And he's like, but $2,000. He's like, you can't just play on a PlayStation. I'm like, no.
The speed is completely
So like,
different.
so casual gaming versus like competitive gaming. So like casual gaming is like the PlayStation, Xbox.
Okay.
Sitting on the couch, looking at a TV play.
So y'all call that bullshit game.
Yeah.
Damn,
Basically.
that means what I got is complete.
Yes. Yeah. You thought you was
No,
doing
no.
something.
65-inch TV,
No,
I mean.
listen, because my dad's the same way. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm playing a 65. I'm like,
Yeah, this is it right here. No,
competitive
they
is
done.
like, so my setup, I have a top of the line gaming monitor. It's like 24 inches, one screen. My PC, I just upgraded not too long ago, and I'm getting ready to upgrade it again because then a new part just came out. My PC in total is worth $3,300. My keyboard is $300. My mouse is $150.
And then, so every day you just go. Do you play every day?
Oh yeah.
So you just get.
I have to.
You just go and just pick somebody and say, let's play against them?
So the way it works, it depends on what like the game chooses, like what the people who are over the game, what they choose, they want the competitive scene to be over. So one season it might be solos, one season it might be duos.
Okay.
But this one is trios.
Okay.
So it's me and 2 other people.
Right.
So I play every day. I have like a whole like routine kind of. Like whenever I'm not, like I have it down packed to where I only work 3 days a week at my job, and I love my job, and my job understands what I'm doing, so they're like, we got you. I'm a manager at Gas South Arena in Duluth, like concerts and all that.
Okay.
So I'm over that.
Okay.
So really, I do that 3 days a week. When it's time for me to game, on a day that I just worked, I may do 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours.
So gaming?
If I'm not working, and it's like a good practice day that we have like scrims, with the whole everybody in the community, I'm doing a good 10, 11 hour day.
Jeez. Playing?
Yeah. Well, that's between playing, warming up, reviewing.
But see, it's a difference when you're doing some shit you like to do.
Yeah.
That 10, 11 hours ain't shit.
Like my dad for the longest, he was like, I don't understand it. He was like you know how my dad is.
Yeah.
He is like, it's almost like playing a pickup game of basketball. Like, it's not.
It's not like that at all. No.
I'm like, you have egos in the way, you have pride in the way. Like people are weird. So that's why I took him to LA with me. So I was like, you know what? It's time for you to see
what the hell going on.
What the hell? So, and the crazy part was, he gets there, and he sees me check in at the desk. They're like, oh, like welcome, and we get there, and there's kids. When we get off the plane, see me, and they're recognizing me, and they're coming up to me. And my dad's like, he's like, you've never been to LA in your life.
Yeah, but that's the power of online.
Right. So and he's like, how do they know you? And I'm like, from the game.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? So he calls my mom, and he's like, Sheikah, what the hell is Jordan doing?
Right.
And so we get to the hotel. Mind you, my dad thinking, oh, we're gonna have to rent a car.
Still not understanding.
There's a shuttle waiting for us.
Yeah.
like there's a Sprinter van waiting for us at the airport
To take you where you need to go.
Us to the hotel. So we get there, put our stuff up. We get a call to the room. It's like, hey, Jordan has to come with us. You and my friend, basically, y'all stay.
Yeah.
Jordan has to go to the arena to do some media.
Yeah. He like,
what? My dad's like, what the hell do you mean media? We just landed. I'm like, well, they want to take pictures. They want to get the layout going.
Yeah, like a ball player.
So
yeah.
I ended up letting them get, they got to come.
Yeah.
So we get there, and mind you, we get there like maybe 2 days before the actual event is, and there's kids that are already there, like waiting, like pumped. I'm talking like 8, 9, up to 15-year-old kids waiting, and they're with their parents too. Man, and when I tell you, talk about feeling like a ball player, and you turn that corner in the Sprinter van, and the door is open, and you get out, like,
it's hype.
Dead ass. So the people that are like managing the event, they they have like security waiting at the gate. So when we get out, they come to the Sprinter van and they're like getting people back and stuff. So we get off, go straight in, and these kids are like screaming. So I'm like, this is crazy. So I get inside, I see all my friends, meet all the guys, check in, get my lanyard. They're like, hey, so we're gonna take you to the stage. Gonna let you get settled in, see how everything looks, how everything feels, and then after that, really, we're gonna take a few pictures, and you're good to do whatever you want. So I'm like, cool. I'm in LA. Like, I'm gonna do this, and then I want to go get something to eat.
Right.
I want to walk around.
Yeah. Nah, you can't do that.
Nah.
You on call
Nah.
over here. You working.
Nah.
You at work. You know?
Then we finish up. We go outside. The Sprinter's there. Mind you, do you know who you might know who they are. They're like, so you know who Kai is, obviously. Kai Sinat?
Yeah.
You know who Jason is? Like Jason, the Wings, Fable Ronaldo. Them, like they live in LA. They're like big streamers too.
Yeah, they stream everything.
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
Their
yeah.
whole
They
life
stream,
is on
yeah,
stream.
yeah. So Jason turned 21, and he was having a party at their mansion in Beverly Hills.
Mm.
So we get the invite, and I'm like, oh shit, all right, cool. I'm going to a mansion in Beverly Hills for a party.
Yes, you are.
Cool. So we finish up. I'm like, okay, I need to either get ready for this party or I want to go get something to eat. Dude, I get there, I get out the building, and I'm like, I'm not taking the Sprinter. I'm gonna just walk around. Let me tell you, 5 minutes to that walk. Because it wasn't just me, it was me and then two other of my friends, and they're like all pros too. So like everyone, the only reason why people would be on that street is because they know what's going on.
They know what's going on.
They know what's going on that weekend. So we're walking every 2 seconds. Yo, can I get a picture? Yo, this. People in their car, oh my God, like blocking traffic.
I was gonna say too, with gaming and shit like that, see, I could, if I knew what I was doing, I wouldn't mind making a whole lot of money in that, because you can still live your life. What I mean, you could be making millions of dollars and still walk out there. That's why I like trading. You can make millions of dollars and still live a good life without everybody always sweating your ass. Now you will get sweated during the tournament.
Oh yeah. Like look, at like this guy streaming comes up to me, he's like, yo, can I get a picture? I'm like, all right, bet, cool. So like we're in the arena and I'm just like, this is crazy.
Yeah, feeling like a celeb.
Yeah, but see, when you get to a level like too famous, like Will Smith now, think of having all that money and you can't even go nowhere.
Can't go outside. That's what Chris Brown said. He actually goes out at nighttime, kind of like covered up a little bit,
I saw
so
that
he
too.
can,
Yeah,
so he can just walk
feel like a
around.
normal person.
Yeah, because he can't walk around in the daytime.
No.
Crazy. Yeah, that'd be crazy not being able to go to a grocery store and just.
You can't go nowhere.
Yeah, like
nowhere.
I can't go to the dentist. I can't go to the doctor. I can't
You
go.
can't.
Unless you have security.
Unless you got security.
That's crazy.
It's always somebody, they got to keep people so you can't have contact with regular people.
That's crazy.
So like, and so we're there, and my dad is like, you know how dad is. He's asking everybody questions.
Yeah.
All the staff.
Alan, I can only imagine.
All the
Al
staff. What's this?
Yeah.
How is this going?
getting
What is
into
this?
conversation about what he
Mind
was
you-
doing when he
mind
was
you,
young.
and I am probably the only mixed gamer that's playing.
Oh, damn, that's right. There's no black kids out there.
Well, so he's not black. He's mixed. He's like my twin.
I mean,
Like,
like,
literally, look, he's Puerto Rican.
yeah,
But black.
there ain't no black. There's no black kids out there at all, whatsoever.
Nope. So you know he's asking questions, and people. I never really went to in-person tournaments. I always played online
Right,
because I didn't have the funds to travel to it.
right.
So we get there, people are like, "Who is this grown man?" And they see me, and they're like, "Is this your dad?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's my dad." Like, is there a problem? No, everything's okay, cool. But he's asking questions left and right.
Yeah,
He's seeing other players' dads, and he's going up to them, asking them questions like,
he's in awe of the experience.
"Oh, yeah.
He don't.
Oh, yeah.
He not.
Oh,
You know, and that's a beautiful thing though, because your dad is like you finally opened up the world to him after.
How many years, Ant?
Yeah, it's been under 10 years now. Yeah.
How many years?
And he finally, because he's been making money like this for
How
a
many
minute.
years?
And they've been going back and forth about this for a minute. And he like, no, he needs to go to the military. You're gonna need to go get a job. And I'm like, well, shit, Alan, I don't know, man. I think he figured something out. If he's making 100,000, 200,000, I think he kind of figured something out. I don't think he need to go to the military. But that's your baby. I can't tell you what to do with your baby. But if it was my baby, I would have decked his whole room out playing with me. 100,000, 200,000.
Don't
entry?
you do nothing else but that.
That's all you gonna do. Here's your refrigerator, here's your water, here's your snacks, here's everything. You ain't gotta leave out of here. You see what I'm saying?
No.
What you need? Boy, that's a cash cow rolling right there. You gotta let it do its thing.
So like now that he saw it and understood, him and my mom like had like a talk, right?
Yeah.
And so
About time.
So-
Thank God.
don't get me wrong. Yeah, I want to do like the gaming thing full time professionally.
Yeah.
But like right now, like I'm still working and stuff
Yeah.
until like it really pops off.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
So
You're supposed to keep working. Have a couple of things.
I like my job because it's very flexible with my schedule,
Yeah.
but the money is not completely perfect. Like it's not like you like.
Well, you're not
inflation,
gonna get
all that
gaming
stuff.
money though. That's the thing.
Exactly,
The
yeah.
gaming done messed you up with money, so it's like
Yeah.
when you
So-
go back down
And,
to the
and,
regular
and,
job.
and that's
Yeah.
hard to do.
Yeah.
Once you get exposed to
Exactly.
shit, it's
like,
hard.
Where this
Yeah,
at?
you can't go back.
Yeah.
To,
So mom and dad talked, and mom was like, okay, you make enough to cover rent
in
and-
Texas or out
No,
here.
that's all right now.
Okay.
She's like, you make enough to cover rent, and if you wanted to, you could cover everything, but you won't have spending money for yourself. So she was
Gotcha.
like, if you cover rent, we'll take care of utilities, we'll take care of phone, car insurance, all that.
That's what parents do.
I'm like, cool. And she was like, she was like, your dad showed me everything from LA, and I was mind blown.
Yeah,
She
they
was
gonna
like, I
say.
did not think the scene was
As big as it
as
was.
big as
So
this.
is this the same thing that T-Pain be talking about he playing?
So
That's a different game,
Oh, it's a different game.
but big platform, same. It's the same kind of platform,
Okay.
but it's a
So
different
it's
game.
different.
That's Grand Theft Auto though.
yeah, he does
Oh,
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
There was this game that came out. I don't remember it, but there was like they reached out to the top gamers from each game, and they're like, hey, we'll pay you to play this game and like just like live stream it just to get feedback from it, right?
Yeah.
So happened T-Pain got invited to it. So I'm in the same lobby with T-Pain, T Grizzly,
Oh, well.
Yep.
and then a whole bunch of other like big streamers, and we're testing out this game. And I was like, this is pretty cool, like how this can, like, T-Pain, my parents talking about this guy, and I'm in a lobby with him right now.
That's so
Yeah.
funny. He
Like-
said my parents talked about this guy. Like he don't know who
talking about the
T-Pain
rapper?
I
Yes.
do know.
I'm gonna buy you a drink.
He-
and he over here
and
saying
he
my
gaming?
parents talk. Yeah, T-Pain
Oh,
gaming.
he say shit, he really game.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
say
that's
he
it.
make more money gaming than he did.
Listen,
With music.
listen.
Yeah.
Did you see what T Grizzly said?
Mhm.
He was like, he's like, I got all my homeboys out the streets, streaming and playing Grand Theft Auto, making $5K a week, just playing video games.
Yeah.
Because they're moderating the server. They're in there making sure no one's breaking the rules. That's all they do.
Kind of the same thing like here.
That's
Basically, but in a game setting.
Yep.
Basically, making
That,
sure no
the
one's
world is
cheating.
online, for real. That's where it's at right now. You can make money so many different ways. Like,
Like I got a friend right now who's streaming, and he's pretty big. Like, man, like from like the Twitch streams, how they like get the clips, how they clip certain areas of the
yeah,
stream.
yeah.
He's paying people $150 per clip that they make
Yeah.
that gets over 10K views.
Oh wow, he's smart. Because 10K pay you how much?
10K don't pay you nothing,
Okay.
but it entices them to want to do
to
it.
keep doing it
Because 100K
is where
is where you start getting paid.
okay.
And TikTok and Snapchat, those like Snapchat is the biggest. Like no one realizes this. Snapchat ads are the biggest thing out right now.
Really?
Yes.
And then I'm always on the side of like
Snapchat and TikTok are the biggest right now, and no one understands why. Everyone thinks it's still Instagram. No.
Nah, Instagram been done for it.
TikTok, like
Trying to break through TikTok, but it won't break through for me like YouTube did. YouTube,
it's all an algorithm.
yeah.
It's all in like right now. The reason why your YouTube took off is because look at the time that you're streaming.
Yeah.
Who else is streaming right now at this time?
Nobody. I thought the same thing with TikTok though, because we've been trying it. Now it's been trying to get off the ground, but I think I just got to go get another phone.
So it's algorithm, and then it's the tags that you use, and then it's the times that you're either posting. Like it's crazy. It's all an algorithm. Like I saw that with mine. Like I would post a video on YouTube about like how I placed this in a tournament at this time versus I posted at this other time. This time it would have 20,000 more views than this one, but it's the same exact video. It's all about when you post it and the tags that you use, and it is crazy.
I don't know, man. Like YouTube now, it pays $125 a month without you posting. So that's from past content. Like I was just like, damn, I ain't like my mom was in the hospital and all that stuff. I ain't post no content for real. I looked on there, we made $115. And I'm like, what the hell? And I go back and look, and it's all prior videos. We got over 215 videos.
It's right.
So,
it's after you hit 10,000 total channel views, they start paying you.
yeah, we have 1.5 million now.
So yeah, you're getting paid.
It done ballooned.
You're getting
like,
paid,
for
and that's
real.
just live streams.
Yeah, that's just live streams. And then when I post the other stuff, the shorts and all that,
Yeah,
you get paid for that too. It's just the algorithm. I'm trying to break through TikTok's algorithm now. If I can break through TikTok's algorithm, then I hear tell that's a whole bunch of money or whatever. So all I gotta do is just clip the same videos that we've been using, clip them all back together, and throw them into TikTok and build a profile. The world is online. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all get rich on that one. I don't like to be seen, man. I like to be on the backside, man.
So like
That's why I did,
That's
and I helped my wife start, cause she don't like to interact with a whole lot of people. So I
Yeah.
told her, guess what?
Yeah.
I'll show you how to make you 6 figures, 7 figures, and you can do it from the comforts of your home by yourself.
Listen, man. Listen. You remember what Dad was so focused on?
What?
What was Dad so focused on that he was doing for himself?
Damn, that was a long time ago too. You talking about Creations Days?
Yeah.
What was Alan doing? What were you doing, Alan? You said that he was focused on himself?
Like what he was doing, like trying to get off the ground.
Oh man. What business was it? Was it driving?
No.
I don't remember. You know, I see a lot of people.
It was Amazon.
Amazon. See, that's why I said driving. Like,
So he had his store online, and he was doing the reselling, and it wasn't doing good.
Yeah.
Tell me why it's now popping off.
Of course.
Tell me why it's popping off.
That's of course. So
He posted his first thing because he talked to me and he was like, Jay, like, I don't understand. Like, he was like, I want this to work so bad. Because, so, his job that he was working, he was making a good 6 figures, almost 7 figures.
yeah.
Laid him off.
Oh. Whoa.
Yeah, laid him off.
So he got a severance package because they laid him off, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Because I was already moving out the house.
Okay.
So, like, I found out and I was like,
So what part of Amazon is he doing? Because there's
FBA, like online, like his own store.
and they ship him stuff and he got employees and all of that.
No. He's taking. So, for example, that water bottle right there.
Okay.
He's buying cases of those waters from online.
Yeah.
And he's putting it on his store, and he's marking up the price and making a profit of it.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I've heard of that one.
Tell me why he just put. After he had a talk to me, I told him, look, I was like, do it. I was like, you don't want to go back to working in corporate America? Do
Yeah,
it.
do it.
Like, mom already gave you the green light. She said
Gotta
she
do
doesn't
it.
care that you're not working. You
Yep.
have money. She was
Mhm.
like, we're straight. She was like, you don't have no worries. She was like, do it. So I was like, so she's already giving you the green light, so just do it. He did it. He got, what was it? I think it was 15 orders in 2 days.
There it is right there.
And he's already made almost $1,000 in the past week. So he was like, yep. He was like, I'm doing it. But it's crazy because my whole family was always, because they didn't know, they were always against the whole gaming.
Well, yeah.
Gaming's not going
That's
nowhere.
because we don't understand as parents. You know what I'm saying? And we like, let's get to something more of a career because we don't, our generation don't really look at that as a career. We like, get your ass off that game and go do something.
That's exactly.
You know?
That's
And then-
1,000%.
And then grandparents are like, oh, you need a job. And
Yeah.
I'm looking at them, I'm like, look.
I don't want to do shit
I'm
y'all
like,
doing.
right. I'm like,
I used to tell people that grow up, I'm like, why is everybody talking about go to school and get a job? No, I don't see none of you motherfuckers rich as hell.
Right.
I'm
Why the hell I want to do what y'all do?
And it's like in my head, it's like I look at my grandparents and I'm like, if only you knew that I could literally buy your house of cash right now off of gaming.
Only you knew.
Because I don't. That's the thing. I don't tell my family. Like,
No, you can't.
I don't tell. Like,
You cannot.
like my dad made that mistake, and he every week, hey, you got this. I'm not. It's like I love my family, but it's like, look.
No, they get to asking for
And
everything.
it's like, and they get mad at me because it's like, oh, you don't answer the phone. And I'm like, I am grinding. I am focused. I have no time for distractions.
At all.
So like today, we're going to South Carolina for Father's Day to go see grandparents and them. And I'm already knowing because, well, I can't say that to my dad. When I tell you, when we got back from LA, everyone's calling me and they're like, your dad showed us LA, showed us this. We had no clue it was like this, no clue.
Yeah, he done blew the
He done blew everyone's, like,
he done the cat's out of the bag now.
yeah.
Well, he's just proud.
Yeah.
What part of South Carolina y'all going to?
We're from Greenville and Malden.
Oh,
Yes,
I know all that shit.
Yeah.
I be up in Piedmont, Greenville, Spartan, all that. Ain't nothing up in Spartanburg, right up there on the top of Greenville. They all go down to Greenville.
Yeah, I have family all over Spartanburg, Greenville, Simpsonville, everywhere.
Yeah, Simpsonville.
Crazy.
Look, Simpsonville is where somebody hit that big ass lotto back in about 8, 9, 10 years ago. I think it was like the first real big lotto. It was right off of 385 right there.
That's crazy.
I was checking my ticket like a motherfucker because I was in that area.
It's a beautiful thing though, man. I'm so happy that y'all got that worked out. Y'all was beefing about that for years.
For years, man, years.
It was a major thing in the household.
And it's like, obviously, I know there's gonna be times where it's like, hey, I know you're doing this, but
I mean, but you,
like you know, let me put this in your ear. And I was like, my parents, they're gonna do that.
Yeah.
And I understand that, but I think they have it in their mind that they know.
but you still went to military school and graduated.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And then like, all right, look, I did what you wanted
Like,
me to do.
I stopped. I technically, and I didn't even tell you this, bro. Military school, you know, no phones after this time, right? So you know me, I scope out the area.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, who is here at this time? Who is this? Who's gonna be in charge of this time? I don't got me another phone that looks like a lookalike of this one.
Yeah.
And same case, everything. No SIM card in it, nothing. It's just a phone.
Yeah.
You too.
And I turn it in, and I got this phone
Yeah, the one that
in
works.
my bag.
Yeah.
That works. Dude, I went home. I went to Best Buy, bought me a gaming laptop,
Ooh.
brought that thing back. And let me tell you, man.
He's defying the U.S. government.
Dude, so I told my technology teacher, I told him a little bit about what I do.
Yeah.
He was like, look, and I told him, I was like, I'm missing these tournaments because I'm in this place right now.
Yeah, because your parents wanted you to be here.
And
Yeah.
he's like, look, I'm gonna leave the door unlocked from this time to this time. Bring your laptop in, connect it to the Ethernet, and game.
Oh.
He was like, but make sure that when you're done, you get back to the barracks before the taps.
Yes.
I'm like,
so you got to be done before a certain time.
Oh yeah.
Every day.
Oh yeah. So like I'm in the military like soon as school's over, because school would end at like 2:10 or 3:10. I'm sorry, 3:15. School's out. We get back to the barracks. It's like, okay, if you have basketball, go to basketball.
Yeah.
If you're not doing nothing, go do whatever you're doing. But it's like you had to check in for them to know where you're going. So my technology teacher told my TAC officer in my company, it was like, hey, I have a special assignment for Jordan for like our robotics team. So he comes to my office and he works on this, even if I'm not there. Just letting you know. My TAC officer is not gonna walk all the way over to the technology room across the whole campus. So I'm home free, in there practicing gaming. Don't get me wrong, the internet wasn't the best, but it's like, look, I'm still able to practice.
You're still able to do what you got to keep. It's just like swinging a baseball bat.
And
you
it's
can't
like,
go away from it for a long time.
And it's what's funny, because Sean would be at home, and he would see me on the game, and he's like, how the hell is Jordan on the game?
Right, because on his side, when he's playing.
He said that out loud. Mom was like, what do you mean Jordan's on the game? Dude, she came over. Tell me why I get an invite from Sean. I'm thinking it's Sean. So I joined the party. I'm like, yo, what's up, Sean?
Yeah, that's your little brother. What's up?
It's your mom.
Tell me why Mom goes, hey, son. I'm like, hey. She's like, how are you playing the game right now?
In military school?
At military school. Not supposed to have any sort of gaming device. And I'm like,
You're
you
not so
see,
bad. No devices at all.
She's like, look, she's like, I'm not mad at you. She's like, I don't want you to get in trouble. She was like, so what did you do? I was like, I bought a laptop, I brought it here, and I'm playing so I can make sure that I'm still grinding.
Yeah.
I was like, Mom, you cannot get mad at me. She was like, why not? I was like, Mom, y'all sent me here because y'all thought gaming was like an addiction or a problem.
Yeah.
But I was like, but I'm here, and I have the highest GPA in my company right now.
Wow. I was still gaming.
While still gaming. I hated public school. Hated it. Like, my whole years at Tequila, my GPA was like a 1.3.
Oh,
I go to that military school where like the teachers actually cared. I went from a 1.3 GPA. My final like cumulative GPA ended at a 3.0. But my GPA that year was a 4.2. Wow. And so my mom, she's like, what do you like? She's like, I haven't checked your grades. I was like, go and check them. 4.2. She's like, and how long have you been playing the game? Like, how long has this been going on? I was like, right after the whole 30 days of no contact and all that, where they were really strict and they laid off after that 30 days, I started that first day after the 30 days. And she was like, you have
so really that first 30 days is like basic.
Yeah, it's like
training.
no contact. You're like the lowest of low. They called us a rock.
I was
like
in the
a
real
recruit on
military. We had to do that shit first thing.
They'll call you a trailblazer because really what you're doing right now is no matter what.
And see, that's exactly what they is, that whole gaming industry. And that's why parents don't understand it. Because let me tell you something. I remember when parents would tell you, you go on to school, don't play no football, basketball. It wasn't paying money back then like it is. Yeah, what? When people start rapping and shit, they was rapping. You better carry your ass to school. Now they making $1 billion rapping.
Yep.
But see, somebody got to be the first.
Yep. Somebody got to be a trailblazer.
Yeah.
When I told my dad, I was like, hey, we gotta go to LA. He was like, what do you mean?
Right.
It's like a tournament. And he was like, are you being for real? And I was like, no, like I'm being for real.
This is after like the 10th year.
Yeah, and he's like, how are we gonna get there? Like, flights to LA cost.
Everything paid for, Pops.
And I'm like, Dad, flying
Everything's paid
Delta.
for. Flying Delta.
They got us flying Delta,
Big
first
plane.
class.
Yep, first class.
We're going.
It's a completely different
And
flying
he's like, wait. He's like, you're like, what? He's like, first class. Like,
You
first
ain't
class.
really never flew first class like that, right?
That was my first time flying.
I'm
to
talking
LA.
your dad. Has
No,
he flown
him
first
and mom
class?
have.
Okay, they
Because
flown.
remember they went to Germany
That's right.
for the job where they went to the BMW thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they flew first class.
Yeah, cause BMW paid. Them bitches they gonna have you flying first class.
Yeah, they went. So my mom, when my dad worked with my mom's the VP of this company called Parental.
Mm-hmm.
So they flew them out to Germany and they had like the top sales team and they went to Germany and they got to drive all the BMW cars on the Autobahn, all that. So I'm showing my dad like emails and stuff. I'm like, look, like this is legit. Look at this. Be ready, because I kid you not, if you're not ready, I'm getting an Uber and I'm leaving. I don't care. I was like, at this
real. That
point,
money is
I'm
calling.
like, at this point, you and mom, I was like, I'm sorry, I've already moved out. Y'all can't stop me from going.
Right.
Funny.
So we get to the airport.
I have my glasses.
We get to the airport. We get to because I didn't even know this.
Let me
Delta
check.
has like
I
a
will cash you, right?
Yeah, you got.
yeah, the Sky Lounge. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
And it was like Sky Lounge for like first class
Yeah,
members.
because
And I'm like,
because you first class, you get the lounge now free.
so I'm in there with like sweatpants and a hoodie on, and I'm just walking in. They're
And everybody
like,
else
they're like,
business.
are you allowed in here?
Who is this kid?
I'm like, yeah, I'm allowed in here.
Yeah, I gotta use my platinum card to get in that motherfucker, man. And then they won't even let me use it if I don't have a suitable ticket from Delta.
Damn.
Yeah, they changed their policies. Beforehand, I didn't have to do nothing but just go in there with that platinum card.
I never like that no more.
I never realized that like people would, because like my dad told me about it, like people would open cards and use them on their flights because they get points for it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, like me and your mom, like whenever we fly damn near free because the points.
The
I'm like,
points, yeah.
wow.
All
Flight
those
miles.
points.
Yeah.
But no, Delta was a different experience for sure. Like I was like, this is.
First of all, Delta top of the line. I only fly damn Delta.
Yeah.
But then when you go to the first class Delta, them tickets be high as fuck.
Man, the littlest flight is damn $1,000, man. I can't.
You
stand it.
damn right. That's the
So-
cheap. That's the lowest.
So I calculated. So I just wanted to know. I was just curious. I calculated how much everything would have costed if we were to pay. It was 3 tickets, 3 flights. I mean, not 3 flights. 3 flight tickets, there and back through Delta first class. That alone totaled up to damn near 30,000.
What?
Yes, because the time of it, it was like in May, like right when
Yeah.
everything, like when everyone's getting out of school, summer, everyone traveling,
Right.
cruises, all that. The hotel, since it wasn't that long, that totaled out to, I think it was 2,500, almost 3,000. I was like, yeah. Like, thank goodness I played the game for 12 hours a day because I was not paying to come out here.
Wow. So
Because
they pay for everything.
Oh yeah. Only thing that we paid for was whenever we wanted to go out to eat. That was it.
Yeah, they pay for it. You know why? Because they got the biggest people coming out. And they bring in so much money and revenue. Marketing is a bad motherfucker.
Marketing is crazy.
That's what every business thrives off of. They will put $100 million over on the side just for marketing.
Because that 100 million gonna bring them a
It's
billion.
gonna bring them $1 billion or $2 billion.
It's gonna bring them all
They'll
of
easily
that.
spend that $100 million.
You gotta have people see this stuff. We gotta
You
market.
damn right.
Yeah, what's funny is that when I got back and I saw my mom after we got back, I was like, okay, so let's talk. She's like, let's talk. And I was like, now that you've seen it, let's talk about me moving to Dallas.
Yeah.
And she's like, why do you want to move? I was like, you know why. And she was like, Jordan. And I was like, Mom. She's like, Dallas is a long,
It's 12 hours.
A long-
16. Well, no,
yeah.
12 hours. 12 hours away from it.
She's like, it's a long way from home.
Yep.
And I was like, I know. And I was like, I don't need you to, I was like, I understand. I was like, I don't need you to be protective mom right now. Like, I need you to understand that
Let me fly.
this is not,
Yeah.
this is not a stupid, oh, I'm just moving to just move.
Yes.
So first I got to move it like from my account to the Apple Cash card. Is that what we got to do?
No. Once you do that,
Hold on.
Yeah, That's
my
good, man.
goodness.
I mean,
I got
Drake
0
at
balance.
14.
Now I'm
like I
gonna
said,
add.
I'm still now fussing at my son.
And it'll pull it out.
Tell me to get his ass off that damn
So
thing,
just
but
go-
I don't know
go
what
to
he's
him?
playing, dude.
Go to here.
Listen,
I don't
if
think he's
he,
playing nothing
Yeah,
serious
go
like
to
that.
if he is,
Yeah.
Apple Cash.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Was
just to.
if he is, I
250 then?
definitely
No.
would say let him.
What
But
I do?
as long as it's like
Oh,
he's doing it
250.
because it's something he wants to do,
Mhm.
not that he's just doing it for fun. Then
And
okay,
then
yeah,
press
I
send.
see.
Yeah,
But
it's
if
just
he's
fun.
trying to like take it,
Yeah, well, see, I don't think he's playing the games y'all
Man.
playing. You know, he's doing like little stupid ass
And then
kid
take it
games.
straight out
but
my account.
he's
Oh,
doing it
then
all
do
day.
it.
though.
So that way
You
you
know,
ain't gotta
now,
add and you
oh,
ain't
He's
yeah.
straight A
just
student,
gonna
you know.
take it from
You know,
right there.
so he don't get
Cut out
nothing less
whole
than like a
stuff.
92,
Yeah.
94. You know what I mean?
I got to
But
go through the Apple
it's just
Cash.
still-
Yeah, that's
Alright.
it. Go straight from the bank
you know what I'm
account.
saying?
Yeah.
You've been through it.
oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
All right, y'all take it easy.
Okay, my brother.
You too,
Happy
sir.
Father's Day, bro.
Happy Father's Day,
Day.
sir.
Yeah,
Father's Day.
You got some kids, man.
Yeah.
Grown kids, hell, they took me to the steakhouse last night.
Oh, yeah?
I'm damn full as hell. So, hey, I had to take it halfway home. More than half the food home. My kids like, you know, mama don't eat like y'all used to eat.
No, y'all barely eat anything now.
You damn right.
Yeah.
The older you get, the less you eat.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
take it
appreciate
easy.
it.
Alright.
Yeah. So, you know, like I said, I don't know, man. Me, I'm one of those fathers, you know, I more want to push my kids into more investments and things like that, you know. I want them to be very big in investments, doing something that is gonna, you know what I mean, it's gonna bring you money back. You know, you want to be able to leverage everything that you're doing, you know.
Oh yeah.
Not saying that you can't leverage what you guys have, but I don't want them doing something where if they're not doing it, they're not gonna get anything from it. You know what I mean? So that's something that I'm teaching my kids is whatever we're gonna do needs to pay you back, regardless if you're working or not.
Yeah.
You know,
That's a
so
good one.
so that's what I'm teaching at my home.
And it's like I definitely can see like from like my dad's perspective of like because he said the same thing. Because don't get me wrong, it definitely is. It's a gamble.
Mhm.
I can't really say it's a gamble
It's not a
because it's
gamble.
like if you put your mind to it and you actually
Mhm.
are determined
Mhm.
and like want this,
Mhm.
it's possible.
Yeah. Well, like I said, yeah. So like I said, there's nothing wrong at all in what you're doing. What happens if you're not playing? You know what I'm saying? Let's say if
Oh,
you
yeah. Yeah,
don't
yeah,
play.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you lose everything you've done? You know what I mean? Like what happens next is the way I look at it. You know what I mean? So you need to go ahead and make the money now and put that into something that's going to work for you.
There
you know
you
what I'm
go.
saying?
Yep.
So to me, that works. You know what I mean? If you made $1 million right now, gaming all this time, okay, what I'm gonna do now? This million, I need to make this work for me. You know what I mean? So that's the way I look at it. You
Open
know?
a restaurant. I don't know, something that's gonna
Yeah.
work while you.
The first ever tournament for the game that I played,
Mhm.
I was 12 years old, and I didn't know.
Mhm.
I was just playing the game, and I so happened to be really good at it.
Mhm.
I was like, let me. What's this week 1 of this tournament? What's
Oh, yeah.
this? Let me play this.
Mhm.
It's more skill for players. I'm still holding my own.
Mhm.
I'm not realizing that these people are on computers and I'm on a PlayStation 4.
Mhm.
So the performance difference is extreme.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, let me look this up because I'm seeing like names in here that I've seen on YouTube, and I'm like, let me look this up. So it happened to be the biggest tournament going on in esports history. So
You were in it.
yeah,
God.
and
That's
I kid you not, I was 11 points off of qualifying to going to New York at 12 years old.
Wow.
with a PlayStation 4.
Yep.
And everybody else got gaming computers. That is
Yep.
Wow.
huge.
Yeah.
Yep. But here's the thing though, Ant. I wouldn't have been able to play
No, because you're too young.
because you had to be 13.
Yeah, you're too young.
So even if I did qualify, they would have gone through the whole birth,
Yeah.
whole family, that whole thing. It would have been like, he's 12. They would have gave my spot up.
Oh.
So because before the age used to be 16, but then they lowered it to 13. So they're like, there's a lot of young kids who are really good.
Mhm. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and that's Fortnite. Everybody's playing now.
Yeah.
Cause and you're making me feel bad now because I banned my son from playing.
You know, I knew you.
My AO, because Devin played, you know, I don't know how good Devin is, but
Right.
Devin plays, and then my little son, he's like, Dad, let's go. And he say, come on, bro, let's go play the game. And I'm like, I start saying, like, what's he keep going downstairs for? What's going on down there, you know? And then they're like, nah, he want to play Fortnite with me. I say,
Water.
so I'll be like, no, man, I don't want you on that Fortnite, you know? You can't play that, you know what I mean? So he was like, damn, you know, like, bro, you snitched on me, you know what I mean? Like that, you know, you look at him like that, like you snitched on me, you know what I mean, bro? So, you know, I wouldn't let him play it, you know, and you made me feel bad. But he been dying to play that game. But I mean, like I said, he's only 8, you know. So, you know, it ain't really, I guess like you say, ain't nothing gonna happen until you're 13, I guess. But at the same time, I guess it's training now, you know.
Oh yeah, it's definitely. Thank you, sir. Dude, these comments are stupid.
Hey man, you supposed to have a fridge. Hey man, you supposed to have a fridge with those in it now.
I know. I
So-
just got the
so
fridge back.
We all can come get one.
Yeah, you know, you so right though. That is absolutely. I need to plug that fridge back up and just.
But you passing out them bottles. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? You know, usually we get a Walmart bottle, or a Sam's Club, or a Costco bottle.
Not
you know
no
what I
body
mean?
armor. That's
Yeah,
real water right there.
You changing the scene now. I'll be coming here every 2 days. Shit, you need to make sure that's on the camera. You passing out that.
Yeah,
You giving out real bottles. you know?
real water right there. Here you go, courtesy water, body armor.
Shit, you know what he's doing right now.
Dude, these comments are trolls.
It'll come in. We'll take it out your bill. Don't worry.
Bro, one of the comments says, "Oh yeah, he a gamer for show." He said he's definitely not getting laid.
Oh,
These
man.
comments are trolls.
Yeah.
Be like, you want me to cut this down a little bit?
Yeah. I was gonna tell you. I was
That's
gonna
why I
ask
picked
you.
it out.
Yeah.
Like, yo, this
Well,
is
see, and see, that's another thing that I'm like, I try to teach my kids to stay focused, you know. And now, Devin, you know, he had to go to a funeral, you know, for his grandpa
for his
down
granddad.
Florida, right?
Yeah.
So now he gets down there, everybody's they're like really teasing him. So he's calling me like, Dad, I don't even want to be here. I'm ready to come home. Like it's
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Everybody's calling him, oh, that's a spoiled kid. That's a spoiled kid. Them the spoiled kids.
Oh,
And then, you know, he said like everybody my age is either drinking or smoking.
Yeah.
You know,
Everybody.
because you know I'm hard on mine. Like you ain't did none of that, I put you out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, I'm just uncomfortable. You know, this and that. You know, so I say, well, don't be mad if somebody call you spoiled because you have parents that care and love for you.
And
you know
that
what I
did
mean?
your thing. Yeah, that
So,
did their
so
thing.
don't worry about that. You know, I mean, just go there and do your thing. See, it's a different scene when kids never seen nothing like that. You know, because
Right.
you live here and you've always been kept kids. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So now you go back to the hood and you're uncomfortable.
You're very uncomfortable.
You very-
Anything can happen at any moment in time.
Yeah, you're uncomfortable.
You know, while you at home, Dad got control. Period. Dad got control of
Yeah.
the station,
Yeah.
of the cockpit,
Yeah.
and you ain't got to worry about too much of nothing. May get a little turbulent, but you won't feel it. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You ain't gonna feel no
Because-
turbulence.
Yeah, because he's like, you know, I always tell him, I said, look, son, I know you 18, be 19 soon. I say, but hey,
Mhm.
look, when you leave and you coming from,
Mhm.
just text your parents, let you know where you coming from.
That's
you know what I mean?
all.
Because to me, that's that security that you don't even realize that we're providing for you. You know?
Yeah.
So he, at first he was like, you know, he tried to do certain things he don't do. I say, son, I say, look, man, I'm not trying to run your life. I'm not trying to control you. I say, but just think about it. If anything happened,
Mhm.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I don't know
At
where
least
you
I
at.
know you was coming home from work, or you was coming home from Johnny's house, or
Yeah.
you went to see Brittany,
I
or
can tell
whatever.
them something.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I say, but y'all can't act like we trying to control you because we just asking you to.
Where you
Hey,
at?
pop, I'm on the way home. I'll be home about 30 minutes. We're gonna get some meat. You know,
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
just check in.
So you know, it's because we care. You know what I mean?
That's all.
And I was down there working in Virginia with Dorian, and you know he's what 24. You know what
24
I mean?
now, yeah.
So it was the same thing with him. We at the hotel.
I'm going to cut it down a lot.
Yeah. So we at the hotel, and he's in and out all the time, you know, and I can't sleep because he's in and out the door doing the vapes and all that extra
Oh,
shit. You know what I mean?
yeah. You need peace and quiet.
Yeah, so then he called these girls up, you know, he's on the, I don't know where they find these girls, dude. I don't know what kind of online shit
Joey
they
at 24,
into,
he gonna find it.
dude, this sucker had girls coming left and right, dude. I don't even know where they're coming from. So I'm feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what, look, D, I say, I know you're 24, I get this part. I say, but listen, I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You're in and out the room all night, da-da-da-da-da.
All night long.
I say, and you got these girls out here and stuff, and I said, I don't watch so many stories, dude. These girls set your ass up.
They do.
You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, you know, like.
That's
either,
exactly what
you
they
know
do.
what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
one of those things, you know, and he was like, nah, Pop, I understand, but ain't never gonna happen. I said, you don't know what's gonna happen, bro. We in a state, you never been here.
Never been
You
here.
don't know nothing about Virginia.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't know nothing about it.
I don't know nothing about it. I said, but one thing I know is I don't know nobody. They don't know me. When
Right.
I go in my room and close my door, nobody gives a shit.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But you got all this extra shit going on, you know? He's out there in the parking lot smashing girls in minivans and all types of shit. You know?
He out here.
Oh,
Yeah,
he was
out here
killing
doing
them out there. I'm like, dude, what's the matter with you?
Yeah.
Dude? I say, you don't know, you know what I'm saying? You know. But it wasn't even about that no
Yeah,
more. He
same.
just wanted to knock them down, and
It's conquering
and
at
I
this
mean, they
point.
was coming. He didn't care what they was. You know, they
Yeah,
could be
he
whatever
just,
they is.
as long
You
as
know,
they
it
had a
didn't matter.
split, he was in there.
Oh, he's in there. So now he's posted up with this white girl. He don't even care about her. He don't even like her.
Nah,
but
it's just
rather
something
than
to do.
stay in that hotel room while he's working, he's staying with her.
Oh my gosh.
But he don't even like. He didn't want to be around her.
He making entertainment for himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because hotels, at minimum you talking $700-800 a week.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah, so they're there. They are there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, but it's just one of those things. The kids, they don't want you checking up on them. They don't want you check into you. It's not cool or not whatever. But
Yeah.
I try to raise the kids different. You know what I mean? And they know it. I've always been 100% involved father. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't care.
100%.
I'm 100% involved. Like, what you doing? What you wearing? What's your hair? Did you brush your teeth?
Yep.
And you could be fucking 24 years old. Hey, you brush teeth today?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
damn
crazy
right.
we gotta say that, but hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm just one of those
Smart.
guys, and I'm one of the ones, I'm all about the wife's ass, like how the girls get their hair done, what they putting on,
Yep.
and, what shoes they choose for the day, like, hey, we going to do this, and
Yeah.
why you wearing those shoes,
Yeah, they need to be. You need to be
You know?
ready. You need
So
to
I'm
be
just,
prepared.
like I tell them, I'm an all-in person. Like, I don't know how to be nothing else. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm sorry.
So you all the way.
I'm all in.
All or nothing.
I'm all in.
Yeah.
Hair, fingernails. I'm all in, dude.
See,
I'm all in.
It's
you
got
know?
to look a certain way
I
right
am
here.
all in type dad. I'm sorry. And I tell my kids, I say, look, just because those other kids, parents let them do whatever they want to do and they don't care. I say that's good for them. You know what I mean? I say, but some people don't have dads and moms right now. They're
Right.
wishing they had someone doing something, I
Facts.
say, so don't push yours back. You know what I mean? Appreciate it,
Facts.
That's just what it is, So I know your dads and your parents probably gave you a hard time, and it's because they didn't understand, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, they're career holders. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, all they know is career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like my mom, she just finished her master's.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, she did this and she's working and she just got promoted. And I'm like,
Yeah.
And she tells me, like, don't get me wrong, she makes really good money. And my dad did too. But my dad and me are like the same. It's like we don't want to work a 9 to 5. We don't.
Yeah.
No, nobody.
No,
Nobody does.
nobody.
Yeah.
Like when I told Dad, I was like, look, gaming, I don't care. Like I'll get school done, I'll graduate, whatever. I'll work. If y'all want me to move out, I'll move out. I was like, but this is gonna pop off.
So let me ask you, did you start an LLC for this?
No, my dad does have one though.
Okay, is it for you now?
He has it.
How old are you now?
I just turned 20.
Okay, good. So can you start an LLC for what you're doing?
I'm pretty sure. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so start an LLC for what you're doing, right? And you're obviously making money already, okay? My thing is take 20 to 30,000 of everything that you make and keep putting it into real estate. Buy a property, rent a property. You see what I'm saying? And now you're leveraging yourself to where you have income, whether you're working or not. You know what I'm saying? That's just my advice. Now, there's loans out there when you do an LLC, which is it's no income based. You see what I'm saying? It's got nothing to do with how much money you make, but you just need that 20-30 to put down on the property. Which should be nothing if you saying you banking and then you doing what you're doing, right? You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm looking at. You know what I mean? Just every time you do a term and you hit that bank, take that 30, bounce it over here, get that property, put a renter in it, whatever you want to do. Now you're leveraging yourself different. You see what I'm saying? And I say that because I think I bought my house in I think 21, and I bought for 1.7. I got $2 million in equity right now. You see what I'm saying?
$2 million.
See, so you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to leverage that money. You know, don't just make money, put it in the bank, and you go back tomorrow to do the same thing all over again every time. You need something else working for you. I know you're doing the stocks and all that, which is great too, but you can also start with real estate as well too, you know what I mean? And you got to just know where to put it in real estate too and what properties you get. They got certain loans too where you don't have to do much of nothing, like duplex and quads and all that shit too. But those are the ones you have to live in one side for 3-5 years, and then you can, rent it out and do something else. You know what I mean?
It's like when I because the way that like the game pays out the money to you, they send you like a copy of like the receipts to your email, but then they give you this it's weird how they do it because they're really protective over it because like the whole cyber attack and stuff.
Yeah.
They physically wasn't always this tall. So like I was like 5'7", walking in the bank with my dad, and they're like, "Hey, looking at him, right? Like, hey, sir, how can we help you today?" And he looks at me. He's like, "Tell him." I said, "Look at me," and they're like, "Oh, okay." And I'm like, "Yeah, I need to show you guys this because I need to get this money. I need to open an account in my name or like my parents' name." But it needs to
You
be,
do a custodial account.
yeah. And they're like, so they're looking at my dad again. And they're like, "Is this your money that you're trying to put in his account for him?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "This is his." And so now they're like, "How did you make this?" And I'm like, "I played video games." And they were like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I play video games and I make money off of it." And they were like, "But they're like, you play video games, but you made $75,000 off of it?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Okay." So now they're trying to go. And I'm not trying to like pull the whole race card, right? But like now they're like, "Okay, me and my dad, right, walking in here, we have to add $75,000 to a new account. I'm 15. We're both black. It's like, okay, where are you from? How long have you lived here? What do you do? What does your dad do?"
Now they don't need to ask you any of that shit. I mean, basically, the only thing they could do is hold it for 7 days or 10 days, or
Really? Oh wow, I didn't.
they go. Well, they'll put it in your account. You just ain't gonna be available until either 10 or 14 days. So that's the worst that they can do to you. You get what I'm saying? But outside of that, that's it. Because they want to really verify the funds are there first.
Yeah.
So they're gonna hold it and make sure no one comes back to say this is not right or this is right.
Yeah.
So that's what that 10 and 14 days is. You see what I'm saying? Now, what bank you put that in?
I ain't gonna lie, it's Chase.
Okay, Chase Bank.
Chase is a good bank.
Yeah, Chase.
Yeah,
Good.
I've ever since I've always been with Chase.
Yeah, but he should have started you off in a credit union.
Well,
union,
so
Yeah.
for that it was Chase, but when I first ever started, I had Delta.
Okay, yeah, Delta.
I had Delta.
Credit union.
Yeah, I had, yeah.
Okay, Delta's good. Yeah, Delta's good too.
I had that, so like when I would help my mom or when I would go.
So one of the parents worked for Delta?
No. When I would like during like when baseball was big, I would work at like the concession stands.
Okay.
Just make.
Okay.
That was like I was 14. I was like,
Yeah,
let me
yeah.
make some extra money, and
Yeah.
I'd put that into like a Delta in the Delta account. So like,
Okay.
that's what I had that for.
Okay.
But my mom was like, no, like now you need an actual
Yeah.
bank account to put this money in. I was like, okay.
So I recommend all young people go to Navy and figure out how to get through Navy with someone either been in the military in the family or someone that is in Navy. Your parents got to know somebody. You know what I'm saying? And that you go
Like
ahead
who has a Navy federal account?
Yes.
I think both my parents have one.
Okay, so they need to you need to set up an account with them. They give you a lot. You know what I'm saying? One of my first credit cards from Navy with I think I had maybe a 670 credit score. I think my first credit card with them was like 23,000 with that score. You know, just cold turkey applying, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I learned how to get through Navy, which is every 6 months you can request an increase, set increase. You see what I'm saying? You just tell them what you want, you know? So I went to 35,000 easy with no sweat. You see what I'm saying? You can also do that with loans as well. The only thing sometimes Navy would do is sometimes they would sell a different platform under their brand, you know, which would be a second tier loan, you know what I mean? So you want to try to make sure you get first tier loans with them, you know what I mean? But they help you out a lot. So I got my son started in because Devin, my 18-year-old, he wants to be an investor, you know? So I started him out in credit on his own, building it from 18. His first check from the grocery store, I made him get a secured card with Navy, you know, so put his own money up. Now they just turned his money back over to him, which is the $500 he invested. This is all less than 6 months. And now he has $1,200 credit card, you know, already directly through him, you see. Now his next step now today, which I'm getting him to do now, is to go back to Navy and get a pledge loan. So basically, he's gonna take $1,000 of his own money. He's gonna basically give it to them, put $1,000 in his savings, and they're gonna give him $1,000 loan. You see? Okay. Now, because he already has the money, he's just gonna go back and dump 90% of that loan back off. It's gonna clean it. You know.
So like, is it so since he's already given him 1,000 and they give him the loan, it's already paid? Like it's basically already paid
No,
for? Or no?
no. They're holding it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once it's like holding and lean up. If you don't pay, we got your $1,000.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So you're gonna dump 90. You can dump 95% off, whatever you want to do. The next maybe at least make 1 or 2 payments and pay it off. Boom. Now you got a paid off loan in the system. You're gonna get 20 points automatically for it, and you can go back and do it again. You see what I'm saying? Usually in the financial world, you need at least 3 different loans, you know, on your credit. You know, you want to show 3 loans, you want to show 3 strong trade lines as well. You know, so that when you get ready to start doing things as far as, you know, if you want to buy the properties that he wants to get, he's starting himself off with loans, you see. So all you need to do now is raise his income up more, you see. So a lot of people don't understand, they think credit just works by credit score. Nah, credit works by income as well. They work together. And you can't build one without the other. So a lot of people say, well, I got a lot of money and I got a little, you know, a little bit of credit. All right, well, you still can't do nothing. It has to build equally together. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, you got credit, you can do things, but, okay, because you got a 800 credit score and you barely got income, don't mean you can go get a $2 million house.
That's true. You gotta prove that you can afford it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, auto guys always take your money. So a lot of people get it twisted. Oh, I got a 7 score. I'm going to get this car. Yeah, you'll get this car. They'll always take your money, you know, because they really don't care. Like if you foul out in the first 2 months, they don't care. They come to get the car back. You know what I mean? So they're willing to lose it because at that point they probably got some down payment out of you, which is sustainable. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then they're probably going to give you a screwed up interest rate, even though you got a good score. They still going to give you a screwed up interest rate because they're going to say, well, your income ain't where it needs to be.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You're going to get the car regardless. It doesn't matter. But they still got other games that they're going to play with you. You see what I'm saying? So you got to know where you at before you even go into these places. And that's what I try to teach my kids, know where you at before you go. So therefore you can let nobody play with you. You know?
It's like the first apartment that I was looking at, it was the field house.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, right by where I stayed.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, oh, it needs to be, it was like 3 times the rent.
Yep.
And you have to have some form of credit already built. And then it was like, if you got a guarantor, it's 5 times the rent. They have to have like, I think it was like 2 years of straight good credit history. And I was like, that's crazy.
They're tripping.
I was like, that's crazy. I was like, how do people expect like new, like,
They just trying
like adults my age trying to get an apartment? You know what I mean? Like, how?
They wanted to make it difficult for you because you were young. That's all. And they try to keep. You got to think about it. Like young folks bring bad things. That's just what they think. You know what I mean?
Parties.
Yeah. That's what they're looking at. Yeah, that's what they're looking at.
Yeah, like when I signed, like where I'm staying at right now, when I signed, my mom's the guarantor still.
Yeah,
I don't
she
have
did.
credit. So like when I signed it, the property manager is like, she's like, so, Mom, are you paying for it? She's like, no, he's paying for it.
Yeah.
And so like they look kind of stunned. I haven't had a late payment.
Yeah, well they shouldn't be stunned.
Yeah, like,
they shouldn't be stunned.
I'm just like, dude, I'm 19, getting an apartment, but like, if I'm getting it, I obviously know what I'm getting myself into.
Yeah, definitely. But they're not going to take it for everybody because a lot of young folks do not know what they're getting themselves into. So, like I say, that's not an issue because my son, straight out of high school, he came to work for our company and he started out making $60,000 a year.
Oh, wow.
See what I'm saying? So, it's straight out of high school. So they'll take you, you know what I mean? And that's cool. But I did hear you say you don't have credit established?
I do now.
You do now? Okay, great. All right, I was going to say because there's ways of just speed rolling that, getting that thing
My
done.
mom came in clutch with that one.
Yeah.
She was like, I know you're busy. She was like, so I did this. She's like, you have a really good score right now.
All she do is add you to a credit card.
I don't know what she.
Yeah, that's all she has to do.
I don't know what she.
That's all she has to do is just add you to a credit card and that's done. Instant $690.
At the age of 16, right?
She can add them at 16, but it's not really gonna.
Yes. Oh, they got to be 18.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's why she waited.
Yeah. So at 18, that's all she got to do is add him.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's gonna get an instant 690 right off the bat. On it, yeah, just by doing it. Cause that's what I did with Dunny.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't appreciate it. He screwed it up. So this time with this kid, I made him do it on his own with his own money.
With no,
No, I didn't even help him out not one time. You know, but he likes it this way because he's building. He got his stocks. He's got his S&P index and all that stuff. You know, just the basic stuff. Started him out the door with. My thing with Deb is he don't mind taking my advice, but it's hard for me to get him to take on his own. He's still waiting for daddy to say, do this.
Okay, I got you.
What I'm
Instead
saying?
of just making
I
decisions.
need him to take off with it. What I'm giving you, he's not just completely taking off.
Nah, he's just waiting for your next
He's
set
waiting
of
for daddy to
directions.
say, he's waiting for the directions. You know what I'm saying?
That's
what he's
better
doing.
than him going out and making errant, crazy moves. But I know you want him to explore.
I need him to
Explore.
get into his own with it and make it a part of him.
Make it,
you know what I'm saying?
It
I
I feel
to be
that.
him, you know, because I'm
Make
not
it
gonna always,
moves.
like I tell you, I'm not gonna always be around to hold your hand and walk you through this shit. You
That's
know what I
true.
mean? So
You gotta learn it.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I want to also see that you come to me with something and like, hey, Dad, I'm doing this. So what you think about this? So you know, I was like, okay, like, you biting? Let's go. You know?
Yeah. Maybe y'all can get together on some business, you know, and bring it to the table and invest some money, and here's the payout.
Yeah, because I am gonna help them to speed it off because with young folks is they keep putting in and they don't see the return, they kind of get stale on the ideal, you know?
That's true.
So I am going to have to help them get that first property.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Which
Yeah.
I'm going to make them do a duplex. I'm going to make them live in it. You know what I mean? And it's going to be different than where you live, but at the same time, you need to go through it.
Yeah.
You
gotta
know?
go through it.
You got to go through it. You
Yep.
know?
And have somebody paying rent, but you don't tell them that you the landlord.
Yeah.
You don't tell them nothing like that.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
just let them, hey man, dang, I gotta pay rent this month too. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta play the game.
Yeah.
Because if your renters know you, things get a little weird.
It will. It will. So and I got him set up for all that. You know, he can set up his LLC and get his investments account set up, and then what he'll do is he'll have a property manager. So always have a property manager. Never put your face out in business.
Never.
You know what I'm saying?
Never, yeah.
So once he get his property management going, they'll go ahead and collect the rent and do everything. They'll even show the place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they'll
All you do is
usually
just pay them a monthly fee, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after that, they get some money out of the rent now.
Yep,
That's
definitely.
how. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do.
So-
We need to
some rent.
we need to cook something up, man.
We could.
In the event that I do go to France, we need to get, and I'm not signed to a team, we need to get a We the Colony jersey going on.
Oh, I got you.
We need
That's
to.
easy. That's very easy. I'm talking about like that.
Like,
I'll put your name on it and everything. I'll put hype on it. I'll put 23 on it and
I'll
everything.
rock that shit. I will rock that.
Baseball, basketball,
Because
football
the jersey that I wore at the event, right? Because I'm still not signed to a team, but my friends who play professional at another game for another team, that team, like their manager for that team, like me and him are close, so he sent me a custom jersey. So I wore that, and everyone was like, "Where'd you get this jersey from? This team's not even with this game." And I'm just like, it's custom.
I ain't got no problem.
But I was like, dude, like imagine like a We the Colony jersey,
We gotta
like a
do it.
gaming jersey, bro. That would be so tough.
You just gotta let me know
That would be so tough.
what kind of. You just gotta send me a blueprint, and then I can detail it from there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can the gaming jersey. I can pretty much Google it. But what Mr. Jimmy's talking about is very 1,000%. Get some property,
Oh yeah.
have some people renting.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man,
That's
you
the
don't think about it now, but man, when you about 40
yeah.
and you look back at all those investments you put out there, every 20 stacks, 30 stacks, you got,
Yeah.
put it there to work for you, it's lovely, man. It's gonna do a lot better for you than anything else, you know, long term, you know, and
Real estate.
the values are always gonna go up, you know what I'm saying? Values are always gonna go up, you know, they move slow sometimes, but at the end of the day, they're always gonna go up, and you'll always be able to lean back off of that, you know. Some months is not great, but as long as you got the right plan, the right tenants and things like that, they're gonna go. I mean, think about it. The house, especially out here, I think the minimum bracket is what, 300 now?
Yeah.
It's 300 out here, so
Yeah, you gotta get 300,000.
you know, so that means someone had to rent.
Yeah.
Because we all can't jump out here and get these $300,000 houses, man.
That's true.
But 10% of every 100 gets you a crib. You know?
$10,000. So 30,000 if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want a $300,000
That's why I'm
home.
telling you 2030 now. You can go in other areas and find some foreclosures and some tax properties. You know, like I said. So if you good like you good, then you can just go on the courthouse steps and you can get a little cheaper. Now there's a whole other game. It's gonna take a little more learning, but you can do it tax lien.
Ooh, yeah, that's a
Okay,
good one.
so it's a tax lien program where you got people not paying their taxes on their homes. You get a percentage of it. So let's say I didn't pay my taxes this month. Let's say my taxes are on my property next to me. Let's say it's $7,000 a year. Okay, on this land. Okay, so let's say I didn't pay my taxes this year. It came illegal. You can go through a tax lien program that will go ahead and pay them $7,000, right? Now you're gonna get anywhere from, it could be 14 to 20-something% on that money.
Wow.
Okay? So every year that they don't pay that tax, you're gonna get that. After 2 years, you can acquire that property. See what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah. For the $7,000.
I've never heard of that. I've
Yeah.
never heard of that.
And this shit is all over every state, everywhere.
Yep.
Like, it's easy reading. You just gotta get into it. It's better than the stock market, if you ask me. Think about it.
I have never heard of that. That is crazy.
Oh, fuck yeah. you know taxes.
Yeah.
You know, you paying talking about paying taxes. I mean, it's probably going through the mortgage if it ain't paid off. You know what I mean? But my product paid off, so I have to pay the taxes. And for any reason that I don't pay that tax, someone else can swoop in there and get it. Easy. And that's $580,000
And that's all
that I got sitting out there. If I don't pay this tax, somebody gonna grip me.
Yeah.
That's
So think about it. Somebody fucked up and forget, or traveling, or sick. The kids took it over. They don't know nothing about the tax game, or they know this bill needs to be paid. They're just looking at it when it comes to the mail. Well, I don't want to live in Grandpa's house no more, even though he left it to us. But I'm over here in another city, another state, but I don't want to go back to the old house no more. And they're not checking the mail, and they don't realize they got to pay these taxes. Guess what? Somebody that does know pay that tax. They just keep going delinquent year after year. Shit, 2 years you file for it. Boom.
Yeah.
You know. Now there's a lot more into it you gotta know, because they say if you brought 2 years back, somebody brought this current year. So you gotta know that if you brought that year, you need to go back and buy the next year too.
Oh yeah.
See what I'm saying? Because now, even though you want to buy it,
Because someone else can.
well, he can't buy it yet because he only got 1 year, but you got 2.
Mm.
So, but that means you gotta still buy him out
Mm.
in order to acquire the whole property free and clear. See what I'm saying?
It's a monopoly right here.
Yeah,
Monopoly.
yeah, that's how it
Absolutely.
goes. But you got rights because it's 2 years. He don't. So you're just gonna pay him all plus his interest. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna get his interest. Everybody's gonna get the interest no matter what. You know what I mean? So that's why I like the game, because even if somebody does come back and pay taxes, you still make money on your money.
Yeah.
See what
All
I'm
you
saying?
gotta do is just put the money up.
Yeah, there ain't no loss.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a whole game out here, like guys out there hitting stock, Shit, I'll be hitting the tax liens, bro. And I'll be dropping, these little coins out here, you know what I'm saying? And 9, 10, 10, you're either gonna get the interest back for the year, or you're gonna go back in the next 2 years and you're gonna file for the whole fucking property and take it. It ain't shit they can do.
Nope.
Now, they can come back and try to get it back, you know what I mean? But at that point, they have to pay you all that money back. 9 times 10, if you couldn't pay the damn taxes, you ain't gonna pay the damn fee now. You see what I'm saying? So they're not really coming forward, but they do have another step to get it back. But 9 times 10, they're not doing it. Trust me, it's a loss. My buddy got 2 houses outright in Augusta for hundreds of dollars, like hundreds, not even 1,000, like 400 or 600 bucks. He got 2 houses right now paid off done. Under $2,000.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And even houses that are abandoned, he'll file for them too. That he know ain't nobody been there, it's abandoned, ain't nobody doing nothing. Shit, he'll file for them too.
Dude, hey, I feel like your chat learning free game every day.
Yeah.
Hey, they just get it.
Well, ain't no I come with it, man.
Yeah, no, he come with the sauce. He done got me in the.
And the reason I know about the tax game, which is already out there,
Mhm.
but I paid $60,000 to be able to even say what I said to you.
You said you saved up $60,000.
I paid $60,000.
Paid $60,000, yeah, to be able to tell you that.
Yeah, I took the class, man. I flew to fucking California and Tampa, and
Oh, wow.
I was moving with the courses because they're in different states and different cities. So I know the game from the tax, I know the game from the rental, I know the game from multi-dwelling units, which is apartments and shit. So I did all that because this is where they really move money. It's just different. You know what I'm saying? But it's almost in a place where you don't lose. People, yeah, markets go up and down, but technically you don't lose.
No.
Because remember, you're buying as wholesalers from the get-go.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not out here looking on Zillow going to buy a freaking house.
No,
We don't
no,
buy houses on Zillow.
no.
You see what I'm saying? We're wholesalers when we buy and we purchase. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you do taxes, and that's why you go on the wholesale markets and you getting stuff like somebody else went on the courthouse and probably brought up 100 houses
Ooh.
He'll bring that portfolio to a group like I went to, and he'll lay them all out there while you in the program taking it. You an investor, obviously, be in the program, and you got all those houses right here. And he probably threw an extra 10 or 20 grand on top of them, which is, remember, it's still low. Because he got them off the courthouse
Right,
steps.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He just got the money to get them off the courthouse steps like we don't have.
If the bank going to do it, it's going to charge you 5, 7, 10 times more than what it's worth anyway.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a huge wholesale market and shit that you're never gonna know about because we're not into it. You know what I mean? But we just look at what's in front of our faces, which is Zillow and all this other shit that we're looking at houses. But we're looking at retail prices.
Yeah.
Remember, everything's got a wholesale.
Everything got a wholesale.
Everything got a wholesale, dude. You know what I'm saying? So tap into those markets, and you'll be like, damn, y'all really paying that?
So cheap.
You know?
Yeah, you go from spending a lot
Yeah,
to a
it's
little.
crazy. But in wholesale, guess what? You gotta have money. That's the only difference about wholesale. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have the money. So that's the only thing. But because people don't have money, you gotta go to retail, you gotta get banks, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. You know? So they teach you how to leverage in wholesale, how to get money out of 401s, out of retirements, out of all types of stuff. You know, they teach you how to pull all that stuff. I know, and you know that too. You know,
A whole bunch about that,
you took
yeah.
all that
All right,
stuff,
licenses
you
for that.
know. Yeah, so Ant's in that game too. But there's a way, man. There's a way for everything.
You just got to be in the right pool of people.
Yeah.
Once you get in that right pool of people, then all this stuff skyrocket. You know what I mean? But if you dealing with people that ain't got a lot of money, that's paying, that got to look for their paycheck, then you're not going to be too successful in that game. You got to have the people that's just got money just sitting there for no reason.
And that's why I said earlier, education.
Yeah.
If you heard me say it or not, you know, that's the only reason why I said it, because with knowledge and education equates to knowledge to me.
Yep.
If you don't have it, we're out here just doing whatever we think we see.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you're making mistakes, and then mistakes cost you money. That's the way I look at it.
Doing it the long
You know?
way, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mistakes cost you.
Yeah, they
One way
sure
or another,
do.
they cost you. You know what I mean? So I said, if we're educated, we know the steps to something which will prevent you from losing that 10 or 20 or 5 grand somewhere.
Facts.
Or going a long way around on something that you could have took a shorter route and then already be into the money.
Already be in the money, but now
You know?
you going the absolute long
Yeah.
way.
That's what I consider educated, you know, get educated. And even what you're doing, you already know how to do it, so you can now educate somebody else. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's, to me, it's all still educated. You
That's
know
all
what I
it
mean?
is
You know,
education.
because now you have knowledge that you can pass off to somebody else.
Yep.
You know,
And get them some money.
That's what I look at when I say, you know, we have to get educated. You know,
Yeah.
get that knowledge.
Like, that's real. That's 1000% for real. Like, without education, man, we just out here.
Yeah. And we
Just
gotta
doing
change
it.
You know, you gotta
Yeah.
change it. You know, you can't go out here and get that money like these execs and stuff that are doing the wrong thing. They want butt for talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we can't do that shit. You know what I mean? And everybody wants to jump out there and because they're only thinking about the dollar form of everything. And because you so bent over about this dollar, you willing to give away anything for it.
Anything.
You know what I'm saying?
You wouldn't sell your soul for $1.
For the dollar, you know, and you gotta get away from worshiping a dollar. To me, a dollar is nothing. Fuck it, I don't give a shit about it.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't the money that I care about because if you build something solid, benefits gonna come.
Yep.
That's what I call money, benefit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Value.
Money is benefits. I don't give a shit about no dollar. I really care less.
Just care for what it can do for what it allows me to do. For the actual money itself.
Money is a tool.
That's all it is.
Money is tool.
Yep.
You know? Ain't no different from a plumber going in and work on this thing and he got it shit in his bag.
Yep.
You know,
Or
that
a
turns
barber
money.
with his clipper.
There you go. There he is.
This is a tool.
That's the
right
money.
here.
The money is actually right there.
Right here.
It's not what he sticks in his pocket that y'all cash
No.
to him. That's the money right
'Cause
there.
I can't do this with no
because without
hand.
that, he can't get the money.
Sure can't.
So the money is there.
It's right here.
The money's him getting up fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. That's the money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it right
So
there.
when you change form of what you believe in a different way, you know, you can be a lot more productive. You know what I'm saying? But It's green. Now everything online is teaching you about the bag, the money. Go get the bag. Go get the money. Go do this. Go do that. But you know what? Do you see these people talk about the bag and the money?
Yeah.
You know, the bag of the money is all the jewelry. The bag of the money is holding 200 racks on your arm or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But,
yeah.
But your dumb ass, the tax man watching you,
Yeah.
now he's up your ass to make sure everything is counted for. And now you got fucking video proof that you have it.
Yeah.
Dumbass. You know?
Yep.
And you know how all of them say they got these people to, you know, calculate and do all they, you know, finances and shit. No,
Yeah.
they don't.
No, they don't.
They don't. You know, just like when you see these other rappers going up against these little murder charges, guess what? They barely got money for bail.
Yeah. They ain't got money for the lawyer, the bail money, and to fight the case.
But if they didn't go and get in that trouble, you think this nigga rich as hell.
Yep. He ain't got money.
You know what I'm saying? You think he nigga rich as hell.
Yeah.
But you just say, okay, bring me $1 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? Huh?
Yeah.
That's gonna bankrupt me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not actual. They out here on this borrowed money, you know, cutting food,
Yep.
and got all these young kids out here worshiping this shit. And it ain't what it is.
At all.
Why you think they all doing other businesses now? All of it. It ain't just strictly that. No, they got to get into something else.
Truck businesses, real
Oh,
estate,
yeah.
you know, anything that they can have where it's a lot of money rolling through there. Anything.
Yeah, man. So, like I tell people, man, yeah, it's good. Do what you got to get somewhere, but it has to be leveraged.
Yep.
You got to use it. You know?
Little Dirk is an idiot.
You got to use it.
30-something trucks out here on the road.
Yeah.
All this music career, real estate and all that. And you want to go kill people, man?
I don't understand.
That, you, listen, man, listen.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
I mean, it's so far asinine. It's like, because you want to go kill people for what other people are saying, people that you don't even know.
Yeah.
Crazy. This is wild. And you got millions of dollars, young. Really, your friends got killed, so you ain't got nobody to ask you for no money no more. You made it out the game.
Yeah.
Why you still doing it?
I don't understand. I made so many mistakes, guys, and that's why I speak on what I speak from today, because I wasted the money, man. And trying to fill void of what I felt like growing up, you know what I'm saying? All them fucking MTVs and all
MTV
that
Cribs
shit coming up, you know what I mean? And it got stamped in my head. So soon, you know, I got to that point, you know, I'm trying to live like that. That's what wealth, that's what money says, you know?
Yep.
And that was all false, man.
Cars outside, crib.
I had all that shit. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
That
man.
shit doesn't matter no more. Dude, I've had 2 Aston Martins and it don't even mean shit.
Yeah.
It don't even mean nothing. You know?
I seen it.
Yeah. I've had more excitement out of a Jeep
Yeah.
than I've had out of any one of them cars. BMW Alpinas and all that bullshit. It means nothing.
I remember that BMW.
Mercedes, Porsches,
Yeah.
all that shit means nothing, dude.
Yeah.
It means nothing. But black folks, we grow up worshiping this shit, man.
Yep.
Like, seriously.
And those folks don't even want us to drive this shit, for real.
Man, none of it want us to do nothing.
They don't want us to do nothing.
Gucci,
Yeah.
nothing. Nobody, they don't wish with that shit.
They don't want
Because
it.
let me tell y'all something. And it's sad. We're the only ones that really buy that shit.
Yep. Yep.
The white folks y'all see walking around, y'all think winning them, that shit fake.
Yeah.
The white folks can wear a fake goddamn Gucci Louis any goddamn day and anybody never gonna question them.
Yep.
Never gonna question them. But we the only ones get questioned. We get questioned if it's real or not. So guess what? We don't want to be questioned, so we want to go out there and try to buy the shit too. Just so we feel like we got real status.
Yeah.
Ain't no real status in that shit. You know?
At all.
Come on, man.
I seen this dude. That's the funny thing, because I seen this dude at the gas station. He got out with all his jewelry on. I'm talking about Michael Kors, this, you know, the shoes, the $500 or $2,000 shoes and all that stuff. Maserati and everything. And all I'm thinking about, I'm like,
What color
damn.
was it?
Huh?
What color was it?
What, the Mazzy? It was black.
Okay. I thought that was my homeboy.
Nah.
He's an asshole like that.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking, I wasn't hating on him or anything, but I was like, damn, I wonder how much debt he got going on. You know what I'm saying? Because it's when you see it, it's like, damn, you know what I mean? Rich folk don't present themselves like that.
No.
If they rich and if they got money, you won't never know. You won't see it. You won't see no jewelry. You won't see. You won't even see it in their car. They wear New Balances, so their feet is very what you call it, comfortable. So I was like, dang man, now you see the world for really what it is. Like when you don't got money, you want to look like money.
Yeah.
When you got money, you don't want to look like money.
Yeah.
And it's simple as that.
Exactly.
It's I'm like,
They don't even wear Jerry. They wear a band. That's it.
that's it.
You catch their band.
And it's not gold. It's like rubber.
Yeah.
It's a rubber band.
Something stupid. Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah.
To make it look like they ain't got no type of money at all. And I'm like, you know what? I get it now.
Yeah, you do.
I get it.
You definitely do. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say they ain't got something nice. You know what I mean?
Of course they do.
But the point of it is
They're not just going to the gas station with all their shit on.
I bet you that car didn't come out of their back. That car didn't come out of their bank account.
Right.
Something else they own is paying for it.
Yes.
That was the whole key now to everything. We don't understand.
Yeah.
That Lambo I'm not writing a check from my personal account.
Hell no.
No. There's a business that acquired that and that's paying for that.
Yeah. So I'm not cutting hair and then going to pay the note. No.
Exactly.
I'm going to start me a business that's going to bring that money in to pay that note. And I can cut hair whenever I fucking feel like.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I can drive it and I don't have to pay for it.
And that's the game. That's it right there. If
Yeah.
you can figure that out,
There you go.
there it is right
Yeah.
there. You got businesses paying for your expenses in life.
Definitely. And that's what I'm teaching a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
why I don't allow him to, and I know that people will say it's control, but I do not allow him to make his money at the grocery store and go out here and spin off.
Nah.
That's a no-no.
No.
Use a fool. That's what I tell him. Use a fool if
Yeah,
you do it.
yeah.
You know? I say, no, you keep your money, you leverage your money, and that's it.
Man, that's how I feel. Like when my bros used to tell me, bro, let's go to the strip club and all that. I'm like, and do what? Throw the money that I stand up and work hard for every single day of my life?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, if I try to toss you some money, it is stuck to my hand, literally. I can't toss no female no money. I just can't do it. Not like that. Not if I got a set of titties and pussy right upstairs.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna say I haven't done it.
Yeah.
But I learned.
But I've never done it because I always stood up though
Yeah.
and made this money. So and to me it's different. It's like, well, hold on now. How many haircuts did I just throw on that floor?
Yeah. I hate it, but I had to learn in order to learn my kids. I mean, I'm speaking from living this shit out, bro. I mean, I'm telling y'all.
I ain't gonna lie, and I went,
Yeah.
but I threw $20.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I wasn't doing no
No,
big.
see,
I was
Mr.
in-
Jimmy over there
I
throwing
doing
thousands.
that.
I think my last time,
I was like,
I
nope.
think I was like 3-something.
3,000?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was upset at home and everything, and caught myself going out that time, and I was like gonna live it that night.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna do this
Yeah,
night.
but so I acted up that time.
Yeah.
But and yeah, I got in trouble. I
Yeah.
got in more trouble than the trouble that I thought I was in. But yeah, I was in trouble.
Yeah.
But,
For going out there.
But I shouldn't have done it. You know, I was wrong. You know, but you know, like I said,
You live and you learn.
I can speak from someone that's just not talking. There's a lot of people that just talks.
Yeah.
That haven't done things. But
Right.
I'm telling you what mistakes that I've made and what I've done, and I'm able to, you know, realize the correction that needs to be made. You know,
Yep.
and to try to re-educate the youth coming up behind us, so that we can these next gens can really have wealth.
Yeah, well, not
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
they ain't got to worry about
Yeah.
getting up, going to work every single
Yeah,
day of their life.
Man, you know what? That's hurtful to have to realize if I don't come up with this money, I mean, I might lose my place.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
come on, no one's have to live that way.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't agree with that shit no more. So that's what I'm saying. Like, leverage yourself first. Have something that's paying for the things that you want in life. That way, you never have to really worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's facts.
You know, like you shouldn't. You know,
Yeah,
and
right.
everything you doing like can't be because you had to do it to receive it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I have to get up today to go do this, or else we just not gonna have today.
Right.
You know that's not cool.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Have something like you said. Get you a store or a Shopify or something. You know, even if it ain't bringing in a whole lot at this time, just get into it. Start it.
Yep.
Eventually, it will.
Sure will.
You know, because you're gonna continue to teach yourself what you need so that the right items will come through. You know, the cars and shit, man. Look,
Yeah.
let me tell you something. If I got to go buy a car this year and they're gonna throw another motherfucker out next year, I just spent 80, 70, 60, 40, 30,000 for. Why am I doing it, man? It doesn't make sense anymore. It's like the iPhone shit. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that. Just go buy you a used car, pay that motherfucker off, and what you got in your hand, and drive back for that time being.
Yep.
When you come up and you leverage and you brought more money back in, then sell that car, take the money from that, put a little more with it, and go get you something else.
Yep.
Keep leveraging that way. That way you never have a car note.
Right.
And you never have to worry about it. You ever want to we want the latest car for what? The female?
That's the only reason.
Because the dudes don't give a shit.
Yeah, dudes don't give a
unless
damn.
you in some car club and you going racing and scat packing and shit. You know what I mean? But just think about it, man. The car is gonna tear up.
Yes, it is.
It is built to tear up.
Yep.
It's gonna tear up.
It is built to go to the
And-
shop.
And you're not gonna get that damn thing from it.
Nope.
It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
One of my friends, because I'm the only one out of my friends that's moved out of their parents' house, got their apartment. I'm the youngest out of them all. So they've come over, all of them. They're like, dude, like this is crazy.
Yeah, you
Like,
got the spot right now.
yeah, they're like, dude, like your apartment is
20
crazy.
years old. You got your own place.
And they're like,
Wow.
bro, like, bro, I need to get my own place. And I'm like, well,
Yeah.
if you didn't buy that C63
Yeah.
that you just bought for 40,000,
Yeah.
you could have an apartment
You
right
could
now.
have got a lesser car.
Exactly.
So he's working just to pay that one car.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All of his income from what he's doing is in that 63.
He
He's
works.
at
He
63.
That's what I'm
works.
talking
He
about.
works 2 jobs. One.
Oh, he got to work 2 for it.
One he works for. One he works for me.
Okay, he really wanted it.
Yeah. One he works for me at the arena, and then
Okay.
the other one he works at UPS.
So he really wanted that car.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
2
Bad.
jobs? He
Yeah.
wanted that motherfucker bad.
Bad.
But see, you know what? If he would have put that much into something else, man, he'll be a badass.
Yep.
I mean, a badass.
And-
Because he's
and-
shown he's willing to work 2 jobs for something.
And that's why when they ask me, they're like, "Why do I still have my '07 Lexus?" I'm like, "Why
Keep
not?"
that until
I'm
it
like,
break down.
I'm like, it's paid off.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that crazy amount of miles.
Yeah.
It gets from point A to point B. I got an aux cord. I'm chilling.
There you go.
Cause like
There
I don't
you
go out as is. I'm inside practicing,
Yeah.
so this is perfect.
Trust me, you're gonna always have if you keep that mindset.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna always have. You know what I mean? And that's how you need to be. You know
Oh
what
yeah,
I'm
cause
saying?
like
But-
when we were in LA, my dad's like, "Hey, let's go out, let's go like have some fun, let's go chill." I'm like, I don't want to spend money. He's like, "We're in LA," and I was like, "I get it." I was like, "I'm here for one thing and one thing only."
Mhm.
And I was like, He's like, "You never spend money." I was like, "Damn right."
You didn't give me no Jericho juice today.
I didn't know if you wanted any or not. Would you want some?
We just-
Yeah, I was saying, if you want some Jerry
I
Curl
can
juice.
go back and get the drips on the counter.
That's exactly what happens.
My leather like plastic.
You had to cover it when you go sit down.
but no, man. I'm proud of you doing the things that you're doing. You're not out here hanging out with the knuckleheads, catching bullshit claims. You know what I'm saying?
Like Ant's known this for like, cause Ant would ask me, he's like, "Oh, like you go to part?" I'm like, "No."
I don't even go to parties. Like,
Good.
dude,
No.
my thing on parties is I ain't coming. Don't invite me.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck who it is.
Yeah.
I'm just not doing it because I don't know who else is coming.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know who the guy you really know got in the back seat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like the craziest part to me, right, is like high school when I was in public school,
Mm-hmm.
and some people knew about like the success I was having from gaming. Some people
Mhm.
knew about it,
Yeah.
and they would spread it. And then others will be like, oh, that's cool. Others will be like, that's lame as hell. Like,
That's
bro,
fine.
like you're a no life, this, that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's because they can't do it.
Right, but now it's like,
Yo.
it's like I'm not even like trying to like flex or anything. It's like, but now I'm doing this right now.
And they ain't doing shit.
Right.
Yeah. So let me tell you. Yeah, they can say what they want to say because yeah, I get it. I gotta scoop up in here and do what I'm doing. But when you start leveraging that money and letting it work back for you, that's what the game is. Trust me. Trust me. See, the thing was, I know you love gaming. You're probably never gonna stop. That's cool. But at some point, when you got these other things going on, you do it. You don't have to. That was gonna be the key to life.
Yeah.
Is I don't have to. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the way you want life is, where if I choose to, if I don't choose to. You know, not that I have to. You see? So, yeah, just start leveraging, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to. Start leveraging your money. Let your money work for you, you know? So when you're sleeping, you got something going on. Join that business with your dad.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Like right now, like when I'm not busy with practicing,
Mm-hmm.
I'm working and I'm learning like the code for AI because I want to build, like I want to make this AI to where it's able to, because like right now in like in the gaming scene, there's no clear way to see like performance statistics. So I want to build an AI that understands the code from the game,
Okay.
that's able to generate that statistic, so I can give it, and so I can hopefully like sell it to the game.
Yeah.
That way they have that.
Yeah.
So like that's what I'm doing on the side right now. Also.
Do it, and there you go.
Yeah.
Start making that residual for you. Bring it in. People start using your platform.
Because I never realized like how crazy AI was. I was like, dude, this is
AI is something else.
We all looked at it kind of crazy when it first hit. Like, oh, it's gonna take over the world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it could, you know, if you let it. Terminator.
But remember, everything's got a controller.
Yeah.
You know what
Everything
I'm
got a
saying?
button that you can turn on.
Everything, you know. So you know, even though people behind it, you know, everything's got a controller, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I don't think it ever would lead to a situation where it can run on its own
Yeah.
completely.
Right, nah.
Without anyone. I don't know if it could ever do that.
It would have to be like the Matrix, and it had to build its own self-sustaining machines. But
It'll have to be
humans are
man-made.
napalm it before it gets that far.
Yeah. It'll have to be
So we
man-made.
wouldn't allow it to get smarter than us.
I don't think it can.
You don't think it can?
No, it needs us. Who's gonna work the power plants?
That's why I say if it builds self-sustaining machines, say if it unlocks a factory, you see it in Iron Man, when the machines just get to start working and start doing stuff, like Ultron.
Yeah, but there's too many other factors that goes in place in that. You know, who's gonna bring the crude oil over here and fuel the factory? You know what I'm saying? Like what you got? Elon Musk got these damn.
They got robots.
You know what I'm saying? The ships now come across the sea by themselves.
Yeah. You'll be surprised, but yeah, they got self-driving trucks.
So we dumbass humans keep building all these robotics and all these systems to do everything without people. So yeah, you're right. We're gonna give ourselves away.
Eventually, if we keep going the rate we going.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get that part now. Because everything is automated now. You got a self-driving car now, don't need you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gonna back itself up and the arm's gonna plug itself in.
You know. That's I mean, shoot. You see Amazon warehouses now barely got employees in them.
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
That's
there was
creepy.
one building that I ran conduit to for the internet
Yeah,
is automated.
that's creepy. Just
Yeah,
think about
robots.
a machine. Yeah, that's creepy.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like, it's like Terminator and Matrix. That's
Yeah.
like creepy. Like nobody's in there,
Yeah.
but it's operating. That's creepy.
It's automated. Yeah.
That
They got a bunch of like these little look like little domes.
Yeah.
But they're laid out across the ceiling of
Yeah.
the building.
Yeah.
And that's how they control the robot.
That's how they control the robots.
Yeah.
That's something out of a movie.
Yeah.
That is literally
Yeah,
something out of a
yeah.
movie.
I was happy because I ran the pipes to the building.
Dang.
You know.
So you seen?
I seen that building. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just that one building I did. I'm doing BAUs where we run the internet to those buildings.
That's what's going on, though. I mean, we getting further and further into an automated world.
So that's what I'm doing now, guys. I'm you see all the orange pipes sticking up on the side of the road?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I only come subcontractors to come in and bring those big ass drills in and drill under the road and put the conduits in now, and then they go back and pull fiber through them and hook it up. That's what I'm doing. So all the internet shit you talking about, I'm the guy bringing them lines in.
So
yeah, you want it fast? Yeah, we bring them
yeah,
pipes in.
listen, because so before it used to have like an East Coast server, they moved it so like it used to be East West by itself. Now it's just Central, so it's East West and Central combined.
Yeah.
And the server's in Dallas, so like where I used to get the lowest, like the best connection, now I'm getting the worst because now it's in Dallas. So I'm like, yeah, I'm making the move to Dallas. So
But they're moving, but they're moving them, and they're also doing AmeriCloud. I think it's called AmeriCloud or whatever in Virginia. They got like these big ass warehouse hubs that's full of cloud spaces. You see what I'm saying? And I would have never thought about it, but yeah, they got big cloud
Let's
warehouses.
shape up the bid, but we don't
Just
have
for
to
memory.
trim it.
All right, just
You know, I said that shit is crazy.
No
man.
clippers. You didn't have to clip.
Okay. No, this scissors.
Oh yeah.
But now keep doing what you're doing, man. Just if you start young leveraging, man, you're gonna be A-OK. Yes, sir. A-OK, man. That's the name of the game. And join, and like I said, join what you got too, man. I mean, listen, man, be a part of any and everything, bro. You get what I'm saying? They got something going on, you may get a little percentage of that. It don't hurt. It's still a business that you partially own.
Yep, that's a fact.
Why not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if somebody else got a good idea, invest, man. Like, keep putting things out there. That's the way it is. That's how,
You got Zelle? Yeah.
is this your number, right?
No. That's Zelle, my business email.
What is it?
So it's We the Colony Enterprises at
You know
gmail.com.
what? I think I'm still sending it to you.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
And if you want me to change, but let me know. You gotta text me or something.
Yeah, no,
Cause
we'll
she
do
keep getting all the money. She getting all the money.
Yeah, see, that I call her like my reserve. Whenever, you know what I'm saying?
So some people still kick it that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
cool. Okay.
Yeah, I say like it's like half and half. I got it to where I don't need to have control of all the monies.
Yeah.
The Colony Enterprises at gmail. Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Yep. I just feel like, you know, I mean, shoot, if it's gonna be around me, I'm gonna end up finding something to spend it on. Rather if it's sports stuff or rather if it's something in here or whatever, another clipper, you know, something. So is she real good with just not spending money?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, my wife like that. She wanna hit the sales when she go in there. And look.
Exactly.
She hit Walmart yesterday and $5 this and $5 that.
That's how you keep the money around. That's
Yeah.
exactly how you keep it around.
I used to not like it, but I'm all in now.
Yeah.
I'm all in, dude. I don't give a damn about it all.
Yeah.
I even stopped buying all them expensive clothes and stuff. I don't even.
Yeah,
man, appreciate
no
you, bro.
polo or
Keep
nothing
doing
like
good,
that.
Man. Keep doing good, bro. Yeah, man. Don't let nobody trick you in. And like I said, you start leveraging, man. Any business you could join it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like get into them, you know, because who was it? Was it Bernie?
Bernie Mac?
No, the
Bernie Sanders.
The billionaire. What's his name? Hey, Bernie. What his fucking name?
Which one? What did he own?
Berkshire Hathaway.
Oh, that's Warren Buffett.
Buffett. That's what he did, man. You know, he just kept buying. Then he got to the point, he just started buying other companies and shit, selling them. Just kept moving, you know, just kept leveraging. And you want to know the thing that most people don't understand about that guy is he didn't really get that million billions until he was late in age, like, what was it, 50, 60?
Yeah, 50, 60. That's
50,
when he
60.
became one of the wealthiest
You
people
know
in
what
the
I'm
world.
saying? KLC didn't get his till he was close to 80.
Close to 80, yep.
But it's like your prime time in your life is like done.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Start now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
It's like I feel like that's like the word. Like I'm not anyone. I know a lot of people have already done it, and they may feel happy that they're doing it at that age. But it's like me. It's like I don't want to be 50 years old just now being able to enjoy life.
You're right.
Being able to.
You're right. But see, the thing is, just think about it. Old geezers like us, we pedal around the earth.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the youth that got them the money. You know what I'm saying? It was the wisdom they acquired at an old age.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So we give you the wisdom now at a young age, so you can turn that. You see what I'm saying? My parents weren't teaching me nothing. They go to work, go this, go that. It was me that had to make that decision how I want to better myself and get more from it. By that time, we done fucked off 10 years.
Yep.
It's just the way it is, man. You know
Mom and daddy don't really know how to make money outside of working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Outside of showing up to a job.
You know what I'm saying? My mother, dad, nobody in my family was talking about stocks or nothing, or real estate.
Never.
Because they didn't even fucking own homes.
Right.
It was all renting anyway. It's still renting.
Still renting to this day.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
No one said at 18 you should be buying a house.
Yes.
Because typically the way I want it for my kids, if they go to college, the ones that are going to go and going to stay, I'm going to buy you a house. You want to know why? Because you can get a couple of your friends to come and rent from you, which is going to pay for that house.
Yeah.
So now you have a house in a college town now that when you do grad and move on, you got fresh income coming in every month already. You already going.
Because you could, like, are you saying, like, after they graduate and they're not living in that
They can
house,
still
they have,
keep getting the rent.
graduate or new students?
Yeah. Either keep making the money or sell it and take your 100 or 200 with you and go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or you can leave it there and keep that residual, that monthly payment coming in, and that could pay for your car that you want to get. Now that car is free.
Yeah, that's smart.
You see what I'm saying?
Very smart.
That's smart.
And but see, this is old information you get.
Yeah.
This shit is like 60 years old.
Yeah.
It's not new.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You need that to be educated. You gotta be educated, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say that now. You know what I'm saying? So when your son get to that age, you already have heard this. So when your son goes to college or your daughter, whoever, you're gonna get them a property in a college town. And her friends and everybody's gonna rent out those rooms. And guess what? She's going through college for free, off campus in a safe environment for free. She's living there for free because her friends is not paying for it. Just think about it. It's crazy, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Because kids are gonna go to college, and nobody wants to live on campus. They're paying. They're paying. Oh yeah, they're paying.
Literally.
You see what I'm saying? So that's how you do it. If you got no money to send your kid to school, you got no money to buy another property. So this should already be, like, this is already in my head for my children, the ones that I know that's going to go and stay. It's already in my head that I need to make sure I have that 30% to drop down on one of the properties. It's already there.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying?
Dropping some gems.
Man, bro.
More than that. These is like
I'm telling you.
these is like diamonds and trophies.
Oh,
Just-
yeah.
I'm telling you, man, you gotta be ready for it. But if it's in here now, you can do something with it. If you never hear it, you can't do shit with it, and that it's gonna pass you by. By the time you get to that age where you've heard it and you're ready to make a move on it, shit, like I just told you, them 10 years done passed you by already. That you could have had 3-4 properties already.
Facts.
Easy. You take the equity from one and drop into another one. Either way you want to do it, it doesn't matter. Because I don't buy any property without equity. I don't give a shit. Like I said, you're going to tap into the wholesale market, you know what I mean? But you don't buy nothing that ain't got no equity. Bottom line, I don't care. You ain't making nobody completely whole. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? If she really want to sell it, you're going to come off something. If not, let the next dummy get it.
Mhm.
That's the way I look at it. Because you buy something at value and it's maxed out of its equity, you get what I'm saying? when are you ever gonna get anything back from it? Because it's gonna take some years of cycle, at least 3 to 5 years before you can see something on that property. So now you got 3 to 5 years in the dirt. You ain't gonna get shit for it. You know? So no, you're gonna give me at least 60. I'm coming at least 60,000. You're gonna give me at least 60,000 bottom line. Worst case worst, I want 60. That way, if anything happens, I can go to the bank and get that 60 or something. You know what I mean? And use it for something. You're gonna do something for me. Because that 60 can get me another property. Bottom line. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You know, everything gotta do something.
Everything.
Everything gotta do something.
Everybody got to be working. Ain't nobody
You know?
just standing around.
And
here.
just like the other old head, I call him old head, no disrespect, but we say the old head because
Yeah.
they got knowledge, they full of knowledge. He said about the Turo game. You young, shit, it's nothing for you to take 10 grand right now and buy a car, and now you leasing it out Turo, making money off of that.
I'm about to do that, but that car sitting outside.
Toro was the one where like
They rent your car. Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of you driving stuff around or anything like that, yeah, I'm thinking about doing that.
Yeah.
I looked at the rates the other day. You make like 110 in 3 days. If the car payment is $400, the car payment will be paid off in 12 days
Yeah,
or 9 days.
yeah. Dude, it's all about leverage.
All about leverage.
I'm telling you now, man. And then, do your parents know anybody in the auction? Auction license or anything? Alright, well, if you ever get to that point you're ready, you find Aunt finds me.
Yeah.
Okay? And we get online, get you something, wholesale, and leverage it. Boom, done.
Simple as that.
You see what I'm saying? Like, do things with your money that you're making to make you money. That
Yeah.
way you don't have to always do something.
To make money.
You never know what happened, man. You know what I'm saying? So you prepare every day, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. Just do that. You know, there's all types of ways you can do it. A lot of young people, they took that COVID money and they got into Turo. Straight up.
Yep.
Yep. Or they started some little small business of some sort, you know. So, you know, COVID was a terrible shit, but it helped a lot of people as well to become entrepreneurs.
Think outside the box.
We produced so much entrepreneurs in that time, it's ridiculous, man.
Because like I feel like I've heard Turo before because my dad's brought it up, and
Where's your app? You got a phone? You put it on your phone right now.
no, I do, yeah.
Okay, you got it. Okay.
So I was thinking, because what I was gonna do, because they, for some reason, I don't know why I chose, I was gonna buy, or not buy, I was gonna lease, because I used to work at Tesla, and so I still have the benefits and all that stuff from it. So like, where someone with their monthly to lease a Tesla would be like $270 a month, mine would be like $110 a month. I would do that.
Okay.
And so what I was gonna do was do that for Tesla, have that 110, put it on Turo, and it pays for that.
Definitely. Oh yeah.
And then I make even more
Yeah.
and have that going in my pocket.
There you go.
Easy.
There you go. So, like I said, it don't matter how you leverage, as long as you leverage. You know? Or you just go out right and buy your Tesla and be done with it. And you ain't gotta look over there to give anybody else nothing. You
I
see what I'm
was
saying?
thinking that too.
Because believe it or
I was
not,
like, either way, it's gonna be the same amount of money.
let me tell you why I say that. You think about going to get a brand new car, which is a lease, right? You're gonna lease it for them. Leases come with miles.
Yep.
So might be a bad idea. You know what I mean? Because you go run up on the miles, you're gonna cover that on the back end. That's too much money. Or when someone rents a Toro, they don't give a fuck if it's 200,000 miles. Just think about it. As long as that car is clean inside and outside look gorgeous.
Yeah.
So, do people just like rent these cars like if they're in town or like?
I rented Toro before when I couldn't get one from a rental car.
Yeah.
From a rental car place. Like I had one of my homegirls from Avis call one of her people that's in the car industry and was like, yeah, I got a car for you on Turo. You just
Yeah.
gotta go through the app.
Yeah.
Right here, you rent it, and then they got a little lock box
Yeah.
where the car is in a distinct spot.
Yeah.
And then there's a lock box. And you gotta put a code in.
Yeah.
And then boom, and then you got to take pictures of the car around it to make sure that everything is good.
Yeah.
And then boom, and then you drive it. For when you drive it, you got to return the gas meter to where the gas meter was, and then you go and drop it off at that exact same spot. However many days later, put that key back in there, put on your phone that it's dropped off, it's done.
Yep.
Just like that. That's how easy life is these days.
Yep.
It's like DoorDash.
Yeah.
Everything is the DoorDash concept.
I ain't gonna lie.
Pick up and drop off.
And I do it every night.
Yeah. Wait. So you
Every
need
day.
some DoorDash every night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I do
I
be
mean,
seeing.
if I'm in my apartment, I'm practicing. You know, I don't have time to.
Yeah, I see your area being lit up all
Yeah.
the time. That mall area, I'm like, no, I'm not going over there.
Yeah.
No. I got everything around me. I'm like, you know what? There's a dasher around here somewhere.
Yeah, there's a dasher around there. I just don't like I delivered pizza before, so that's why it's comfortable for me. When I was in my 20s, when my daughter was little, I delivered pizza, and it's one of those things where you get to learn the whole area.
Yeah.
Like you learn back roads, you learn everything. You learn this whole landscape. So, yeah, man, dashing at the mall area, hell no, it's too many apartments.
Yeah. And I give the perfect instructions, and it still somehow managed. I'm
What
like,
about the tip though?
Huh?
What about the tip though?
Oh, I always tip. Anytime.
What do you tip though?
What do I?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends, like, how much it is. Like, if I, like last night, I bought Pizza Hut, and I spent like, what was it, like $30, and I tipped like $8, $9.
That's not bad.
Normally what I do the highest that's on the menu already, the
So,
highest tip.
why don't you just call Pizza Hut and get one of their delivery drivers? It'd be a lot more expensive. I mean, a lot more cheaper.
Some of them don't have them.
They stop
Some people don't
they stop
have
at a
them.
certain time.
Some people don't have them because it's easier to let DoorDash do it. It's less liability on the company.
Oh my gosh.
Some of them do, but in good areas they would.
Oh my gosh. I ain't never been to it. You know what? I haven't seen pizza signs like that.
I mean,
If you think about
DoorDash
it.
that's bringing
the
them.
only one that you'll see is probably Domino's. That's it.
Yeah, Domino's have a car
they
top.
have a
Yeah.
I haven't seen Pizza Hut car top in a long
Ain't none.
time.
And even Papa John's using them now. DoorDash.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the game changed.
Yeah,
my
DoorDash is
Dasher-
the liability.
Wow. How
So-
about that?
I feel like some of these restaurants have like collabed kind of with DoorDash.
Yeah.
Because my Dasher full on had a Pizza Hut bag
Yeah.
with like a Pizza Hut hat, and I was like, you're endorsed. So I'm like, maybe they have some of their.
You are
Okay,
employed from
so,
Pizza.
So what happens is, like, even I went to Popeyes last night. So what they're doing now, when you order on their app and you do everything through them, they're gonna still deliver it to you, but it's coming through DoorDash.
Wow.
Or you can go to DoorDash
And deliver it,
and
and it's the same.
order the shit and it comes from DoorDash.
Either way it goes.
Yeah, you can do it either way. It doesn't matter.
Wow.
So
How about that?
Yeah, there's like either we got our own delivery people or you can use our other delivery people, which is the same people.
So either way, you gonna get it. You gonna get this
They
thing.
both
anyway.
DoorDash. Either way it goes.
Yeah.
Have you seen like the stats of like the amount of money that's spent a day from your like?
I haven't seen it, but
Dude.
It's crazy.
I see it when I just open up their app and you can see a whole red map. Like it's regular colors, right? And then it turns red, like real bad. It's like busy in this area, extra $2 to $3 over here, extra $2 to $3 over there.
Like it's
Yeah.
like I can't lie, and it's bad.
They hit me-
I spend at least $150 to $200 a week on
Yeah.
DoorDash.
I
They
texted my
hit me
wife
up.
about that.
Yeah.
We literally, we live right here. Publish is right here. But I
Yeah.
swear to God.
Yeah, no, you ain't lying.
And her ass will fucking get that shit. I start looping it. I said, get your ass go get that shit. I married a woman. I ain't got no goddamn.
Yeah.
You supposed to go get. I want to see her in the grocery store.
Yeah.
Picking shit
I
up.
see you cooking some shit.
Yeah,
I said that shit turned me on. You go to the store. You know?
Yeah.
I am a victim of that for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're
It's,
trying to keep
it's so quick. It's like you click 2 buttons, boom, and it's.
Man, look. You know, my thing is,
I mean, it's gotten to the point where I'll sometimes. I haven't done it in a minute, but I had like Walmart. I literally had someone go to Walmart, pick up the groceries, and drop it off at my door.
Yeah, that's what she's doing.
Like, full on. Like,
Yeah.
I hate the shopping
Look,
part.
look. You got your girlfriend, man?
not anymore.
Okay, you got rid of. Watch them damn girls, cause they get you to shit you need to when you try to step up, man.
We ain't talking about last time. Y'all were still together. Last time you were over here.
Okay, I say not anymore. Like, it's still good terms, but it's like a mature, like, hey.
Is she out of the apartment?
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
That's it right there. That's it.
She's out the apartment, but it's like mutual on good terms. Like, hey, we tried this while we were young.
It didn't
We
work.
thought we knew what we were doing. We didn't.
Yeah.
We're still cool. We still want to get back together in the future, but
Not right
I
now.
have this to focus on.
Yeah.
I have too much stuff going on.
Yeah.
Still working.
I'm like, you're trying to figure out what you want to do because you have no clue. It's not.
Now I need to say this, and I hate to say, but I'm gonna say this, man. Find you something now, because when your pocket is full, you don't know what you're receiving, and you don't know why they're there. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, that's
Because
what,
at that point,
like,
they want you because you're wealthy. I don't give a damn how good you
Like-
are, how ugly you are, they don't matter.
so like her name is Bella.
Yeah.
I've known Bella since I was 15 when me and my parents moved to Decula because we lived in Swanee and we moved to Decula.
Mhm.
So I met her when I was 15.
She don't live in Chateau Lawn, do she?
Huh?
Does she live in Chateau Lawn?
What's that? That's not
Community, yeah.
No.
Okay, because
No,
there's a Bella out there.
no, she lives. It's like where my parents live. Her parents' house is right. in front
Okay,
of us.
okay.
Like right in front.
But there was one Bella where I live. I'm like, oh, I hope not that girl. I really hope it's not that girl.
No, but she's like she's cool. She's not. Like I told her up front, I said, look, I game a lot professionally. There's gonna be times where you want to talk to me, and I'll be like, no, I'm practicing. It's not because I hate you. It's because I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Because it's
Making
gonna
a
pay
lot of
off
money.
one day.
Yeah, but I gotta tell you, I know it don't sound good to every male, but find somebody you can grow with, man. Now,
Oh, yeah.
don't, you know, I'm not saying go out there and seek it like 100%, but you know, it's best now because, like I said, you done came up, you got all that bread in your pocket, man. These women, their mentalities are totally different. The women that y'all gonna be left to choose from.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man, it's gonna be a nightmare. You know, because women don't want relationships like that no more.
No.
They want money.
Yeah.
Listen, it's
And
like,
material things.
Yeah.
Listen, it's like
I'm sorry.
Cause I'm not
Sounds
gonna lie, it's
so
like it's like even before when I had when the money was first coming in and I was seeing the money, I was like, okay, I have money, and it was like when I would take her on dates before, like we got really close,
Mm-hmm.
I was like worried. So I'm like, okay, I have enough money to take you to a really nice spot.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like at the same time I don't want to do this.
No,
I don't want it to be this is what it's gonna be.
Don't be like my son. This nigga started taking him out to what's that damn place over there? That damn mall over there. That Chinese place on.
Hibachi and all of that?
No, yeah. What that damn dude name at the mall? That Chinese man name at the mall on the what's the damn? Everybody done been there, I'm sure.
Yeah, Chains?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They first dates.
PF Chains.
First dates and big ass cheesecakes and PF chains and shit. I said,
Yeah.
bro, what happened to McDonald's and Wendy's and shit?
Yeah.
Man, what's up with that?
I ain't gonna lie.
Because you can't come off of that
I
now.
ain't gonna lie. Our first date was Chili's. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
The
man.
Chili's ain't so bad, though.
But see, my thing is, you can't come off of that when you started shit out at the
Yeah.
top like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a
You
fact.
can't. What's up, boy? I know you, man. You know, and then the other ones started doing the same thing too. But Devin, I like Devin so much.
Yeah.
You know what?
Devin
Devin
ain't
ain't took a girl nowhere, but guess who
Yeah.
takes him? They take him. They take him out.
There
They
you
buy
go.
his lunch. Like that one there, I don't know how
Yeah.
he do it, but he get them girls to buy whatever he wants.
Oh, that's a smart man right
You know?
there.
But he ain't the one out there trying to go out there and take you here, take you there. He got a car and everything. He don't want to go nowhere. Like he don't go to the mall. He want to do this. I'm like,
Okay,
you
so
know,
I feel like that was like one of the things that she didn't like. It wasn't because like, she wasn't a materialistic person, but she's not a homebody.
Yeah.
Like I can sit in my room, I can sit in my apartment.
Yeah,
have
you
my
a gamer. You can
have
be
my
there
computer
all day.
all
Yes, you did.
sun up and sun down.
Yeah, she can't do that. She gotta go outside.
No.
Good boy.
Gotta go get something to eat.
Yeah.
Gotta go to the store.
Right.
Gotta go somewhere.
And it's like when she wants to go to the store, even though like I'm not paying for it,
Yeah.
she's like, I want you to come with me, and I'm like, look,
Listen.
I don't have to
Hey,
come with
good boy.
you.
Good boy.
Yeah.
Good boy.
But no, everything
Good
like
boy.
we're cool. We still talk on the daily.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, you get your stuff straight, I get my stuff straight. Whatever happens, happens.
Well, like I said, you know, you gotta live life a little bit too. You know, I'm not gonna tell you to just live like you're 80, but at the same time, you know, be definitely frugal with your earnings. You know where it's going, know where you want it to go, those types of things. Be careful of the wrong company. You know, I don't give a damn if it's a male or female. You know,
Yeah.
you know, just do it.
I'm starting to notice that because I had a sponsor. I had a sponsor deal
What
with
are you doing? Are you? Oh, you ready?
Yeah. Right on my heels, you see that?
Oh, he came and told you need to go.
Yeah. That's what you do. He'll come and stand right there.
I had a sponsor deal with Alienware. It's a gaming
Yeah, I know
like
Alienware.
monitor company. And so they sent me a package, sent me 2 new monitors, a whole bunch of stuff. I was like, okay, cool. You know, I was like, I already have top of the line monitors. You know what? Hey, bro, the monitors, I got you. I don't give it to you for free, but you know, give me like 100, 150. I got you. This monitor, mind you, is like $700.
Oh wow.
So I'm like, hey, 150 is yours, top of the line. And so he paid it, and at first he was like, why you can't just give it to me? He was like, you know, like you have already. I'm like,
Games to be sold, not
I'm
to be
like, it
told.
don't matter what I have.
Yeah.
I'm offering you this, and you get a pretty
Yeah.
damn good deal.
Yeah.
But after that, it's like I started noticing it was like, okay, now that this is happening, I'm hearing from this person more when I haven't talked to you in 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, no. It's like, no.
Yeah, you gotta cut them off. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
no,
good at
yeah,
cutting people
no.
off. Like, I mean, cut you off.
Listen,
I don't
I've
wanna
been
talk to
pretty
you
damn
again.
good at it too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
fuck that
Like,
shit.
look,
I'm talking about never ever want to talk to you again because you gotta have the right people in your life.
listen,
man.
I ain't gonna lie to you. So on the game, like my friends list, I have friends on my friends list from back from middle school. And so on the game, you can see the person's rank.
Mm-hmm.
So all of the people that are on my friends list that I've known from middle school, whenever they get on the game to play for fun, 'cause they have nothing else to do.
Mm-hmm.
They see my rank and it's like top 20 in all of North America.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, who the fuck? So they invite me, and I'm like, hello? And they're like, Jordan? I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, dude, you're top 20 this. And I'm like, yeah, delete off the friends list.
Yeah.
And I've gotten so many calls from my other homeboy. He's like, yo, so and so just called me. He said that you acting weird. I was like, what you mean? He's like, said they see you playing the game with them. You just left and unadded them. And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, I haven't talked to him in 4 years.
Shit,
Why?
it done it. Yeah, that shit done in business every day, right?
Yeah, every day.
Hey, we no longer be partners with you. Sorry
Yeah.
about it.
We separation letter.
Yeah, we no longer have interest in the things that you're interested in.
We'll choose to go our separate ways.
I think my biggest thing right now that like now that I'm like living by myself in my apartment is okay, I'm doing gaming. I'm understanding like okay, this is what I want to do, this is what I love doing. But it's like I have to understand that like I've been doing gaming just myself forever. And it's like now I've had challenges with whether it's girlfriend, whether it's family, like this and that. And it's like, and my mom always told me this, and as a kid, it was like, okay, I hear you, Mom. It was okay, that can't be true. And her main thing she would tell me, it was like, you can't do this by yourself. She was like, God does this
Oh yeah,
for
definitely.
you.
Yeah, this is a
And
fact.
so like
Definitely.
the biggest thing right now that like I'm learning for sure is like, yeah, I have the talent and I'm able to wake up and naturally play this game like really good, it's like, but that doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's like God decides whether I get this contract or whether I make it to this tournament or whether I wake up and
That's a
I'm
fact.
able to move my fingers again.
That
There
is
you
a
go.
fact.
Definitely.
So like
Definitely.
right now it's like, okay, I understand this, and like I told, like you know I did like 16-hour days playing the game,
Yeah.
and my mom was like, look, maybe this is why this isn't popping off because
Y'all used to get in whole
Oh,
wars
oh, yeah.
about this.
oh
His
yeah,
dad used to come and sit and you know
yeah.
how in the barber shop there's the barber chairs, right?
Uh-huh.
And then there's the chairs out there where everybody else is supposed to sit. No, his dad is sitting in this chair right here. If that barber's not cutting, his dad is sitting in this chair, letting me know what's going on. Like,
Yes.
and would you tell him?
And I'm telling him this, and you don't want to listen.
I'm like, well, look, Alan, I'm kind of on his side for real. It's just because, like, if he making $100,000-$200,000, like, what are we talking about right now? But I get what he was saying. He wanted you to have a career.
No, yeah.
I got that.
That's just the overheads, man. That's just what it is, man. But another thing, like I say, I seen so many times in young guys when they start getting successful, you know, they try to keep those guys from back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Can't do it.
And those are the ones that's gonna hurt you. If they're not moving where you move, they're gonna get jealous. They're gonna get animosity. And then you're gonna get the ones that think he's a tough guy. He's gonna feel you soft because you're doing this. Then they're gonna try to make a move on you.
And it's like, and I'm starting to see this
Yeah.
with one of my close friends, and I don't know if that's what it is, but it's like, so he's lived with us, like his mom's a single mom, they've lived in hotels, they live in a house now, but it's like my parents from day one brought him in as family.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Took care of him, let him live there. All that whole nine,
Yeah.
right? I shared a room with him,
Yeah.
even while I was playing the game.
Yeah.
And so we stopped talking in like middle school and high school because like we moved and all that. I hear back from him and like I guess he's gotten the notion that like gaming has been doing good or whatever. He's seen my name on leaderboards and he's like, oh, I know this. Like, wait, what? So he called me, and like when he called me, it wasn't like a yo, I heard you doing it. Like no, it was like yo, like how have you been? That stuff, and I'm like I haven't heard from him in forever. So he's seen my apartment, all that, seen what I've been doing, and it's like now the handouts are like the questions are starting to come. It's like, hey, like, can you swap me this?
Oh,
Hey,
man.
Disconnect.
Yeah.
Disconnect.
Yeah.
Disconnect.
And it's like the crazy part, right? It's like he complains every day about his mom has the car and like she's working and he can't have a job. I'm like, bro, you can have a job, bro.
I mean, like I said, I'm sorry, man, but I don't see too much in the young scenes with them, you know, pushing over on people, man. Like, fuck that, dude. Like, don't just look. You're gonna have to grow either with like mine or mine's greater than yours. Whatever's beneath it, you gotta let it go. I'm sorry. I mean, you gotta just figure out where you want to be.
Yeah, and it's like,
You
it's
know.
crazy because like some of my closest friends are online who I play the game with, and it's like, don't get me wrong, like I was made fun of like fucking crazy. It was like, you have no life, you sit on this game all day.
Yeah, that's okay.
This, like, how to get a life, play a sport, this, that.
Yeah. You
And
tell
it's
them,
like,
yeah.
meeting these people online are like, you only love making money and then make even more money doing this.
Listen, the people who don't have anything else to do have plenty of time to talk shit to you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, you know, my advice to them is, maybe if you had a hobby, you wouldn't be on here talking shit to me. That's all.
Facts.
And it's like, I ain't gonna lie, I love the troll comments. I love it so much. Like, I open Twitter, and it's just people making cheating accusations against me, and
You gonna get everything.
it's just like, dude.
That's what, look, that media thing is crazy, and you may, I mean, here's another one of my things. I tell all my kids, and my daughter, she loves to sing, and she's pretty good, you know what I mean? And I tell my wife that I don't want any of my children in anything media whatsoever.
Yeah, I feel that.
Anything media, I don't give a shit what it is. I'm not behind you. I will not support you. That's my goal. Because the media companies now own these people.
Yeah, they do.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They own them, dude. And they can stop your career in the drop of a dime, and now you're
Like
with
that.
nothing.
Yeah.
So why would I have you grow up to put your life into something that someone could take from you any given second? Not only that, think of what happened to all the young actors that went in there. They done been either, touched or be touched, or, you know what I'm saying?
And I think that's another thing about like what my mom was telling me. She was like, you gotta have God on your side. She's like, there's so many people who have either sold their soul for
Dude,
fame and
dude, you want it so much, what are you willing to do for it?
Oh,
That's the question
dude.
that they even ask you, I'm sure.
what's your
What
name?
you
I'm
willing
sorry,
to
what's
do?
your
I'm
name?
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Uh-huh.
Jimmy, when I got back from LA, my mom came up to me and she was like, Jordan, she was like, I don't care no matter how much,
Yeah.
what's promised.
Yep.
She was like, don't you ever
Yeah.
sell your soul. Like,
Don't
she
ever
was
sell
like,
yourself for nothing.
Can't do it.
she was like, I understand how bad you want this to be like your career and this and that and forever, like your full-time thing. And
Oh, yeah.
she was like, you going to LA wasn't just a hobby thing. Oh, hey, let's go to LA. This was like a reason that you went to LA. And she was like, and LA is the home of.
Yeah, I get it, but you know what? Media is to me the most satanic thing ever. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? That and that damn, music shit they got out there. It is terrible. You get what I'm saying? Like I get it. People want to do it. It pays, but at the end of the day, at some point you got to give up something.
And
You know?
my dad, and I don't think my dad thinks like too far into it, but like my dad's all for it, so it's all for it. And he tells me, he's like, oh, post this and post that, and I'm like, Dad. And like, my excuse to him is like, no, I need, if I post this, then I'm not focused on this, and it's like, I don't need that.
Yeah,
Well,
well, I'm
really,
an-
it's like, Dad, I'm not feeding into that.
I'm not gonna say it's right, but I'm anti-media. I'm sorry. I mean, that's just my opinion, and that's just what it is. But I'm not promoting my children into that stuff. I tell my kids, even when you go to college, you need to take up something that you can either work for someone or you can start your own business. Never do something where you completely have to just work for somebody else.
Right.
We're not doing any of them courses. I don't give a shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So your option is either yours, either work or start your own practice. That's what you're gonna deal with school. We're not doing anything else.
And I'm gonna be competing at the Georgia Congress Center sometime at the end of this year or the start of next year. So if you want to bring AJ and like let him see it, it's like so it's gonna be like a huge gaming, not festival but like a convention.
Sure.
They have
we'll
all
bring him
sorts
down
of
there.
games, all sorts of gaming companies, the booths, all sorts.
It's all kids.
Yeah,
sure.
So
Definitely
it's
bring him down.
like I competed in it last year. It was awesome.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to Texas this year, so yeah, I'm gonna be looking for things. And his foot got a heel too.
No,
So we're gonna be looking for things for him to do
Oh yeah. I feel like
instead of just sitting at home.
yeah.
I mean, see, I just think about
I
skilling.
seen that
Bro,
booth.
Yeah. Bad.
get you a
Man.
little spot,
Cause we talked
taking your couple
about
kids
it on the
and
phone
start
with
teaching
Friday.
them. Make money off of them.
Friday.
Their parents want them to game.
So
Been
it's
broken
good.
for a week.
Well,
She.
2,000 for the month. Hey, you get what I'm saying? That's what everyone's doing. They're selling
Thank
education,
y'all.
man.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie, cause I had a guy. He's a coach, and he was like, "Oh, like you're one of the best people that like I've seen that company wants is coaching."
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm willing to give you the best of the best for $2,000." I'm like, $2,000? I'm like, what all are you gonna do? He's like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna level this. I'm like, I can do this just by watching YouTube.
You're right, but some people is not self-driven that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they want to be in a setting. You know what I mean?
And I think that's the biggest thing, like now with the gaming industry, is like people see the success that people get from it, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna do this.
Which you
It's
guys
not
not
easy.
really good.
But like, it's like, and I will forever compare esports as an actual sport. I will always do that because the same amount of time and effort and
Reaction time.
reaction time that you have to put in for that is equivalent to training on and off the field.
Yeah.
Like hours
It's
forever.
just using your brain and not
Oh,
your body.
exactly. It's like a bunch of my friends, like my boy Ethan, he plays at Tennessee. He's a tight end at Tennessee. He hopped on the game and he was like, bro, I could really go pro in this. And I'm like, nah. You want my honest opinion? He was like, yeah. I was like, stick to football.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's like that. I was like, bro, you don't understand. I was like, right now, we're playing in a lobby for casuals. You step into a lobby of mine, I promise you,
You won't get a kill.
you won't stand a second.
You still play COD or no?
Sometimes. Not like all the time, but whenever I need a break from Fortnite,
Yeah.
I'll hop on just to play.
Resurgence.
Yeah.
Well, congrats, man. Keep doing good, man. Stay positive with everything you do.
Yes, sir.
Don't step out one moment to and try to impress nobody, man. That's what we lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
And I've like I said, I've fallen victim to that before too. It's like,
Yeah. I know sometimes you want to let everybody know what you're doing
Right, yeah.
and everything, but you know what? Hey,
I
the board
learned-
says it all.
I learned to put the pride and the ego aside and just
Yeah.
like, look, if you know, you know.
There you go, and leave it that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, everybody's not happy for you, man. That's just the way it is, and they should be, but they're not.
That's a
You know what I
fact.
mean?
It's
They
like,
should
it's
be.
like I haven't been to South Carolina like since before LA, so I haven't talked to none of my
Don't
family.
worry about that,
So
bro.
now
Yeah,
we're
I was
going
about
out
to say,
today,
don't
so
worry
it's like
about it.
I'm preparing for the questions. Like I don't even
Yeah.
know what's about to come up.
Dude, I'm gonna give you that. My son texted me last night about that same shit. I'm just gonna tell you what he said. It was so weird, but that's just what he said. Where is he? You know, he was I texted him, I said, last night about 8, I said, yo, you good? He said, yeah, we bowling right now, but I don't want to come back here. I'll tell you. I said, what happened? Everybody can say is, oh, that's a spoiled kid. It feels like everybody hates to see someone doing good. Everything is hate, and it's like weird.
Yeah.
And then he said, I don't know, I just feel out of place. Then he goes, then the other people my age are either smoking or drinking. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what you get. You know what I'm saying? But
That's what life
so,
is.
And I was telling my dad, I was like, my dad was like, you don't go out, you don't go like go downtown, go here.
No, you don't
I'm
need
like,
to go down
don't
there.
go to Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'm like, Dad, I'm like,
I ain't going to
oh,
Atlanta.
I'm sorry. And it's like, no offense, but it's like I look at my younger brother,
Mhm.
and it's like I see he's falling victim to
The other shit.
right.
Yeah.
The
And
ski
see,
mask, the
games kept
music.
you away from it. You see what I'm saying? The games kept him away from it, and the one that is not into the games, he's into the other shit.
Yeah.
That all the other peers are into.
Yeah. Would you
Because-
rather your kid be involved in games?
At this point, I would be good.
Yeah. I don't want you to be down in Atlanta doing nothing.
Yeah.
What they got down in Atlanta that you can't do up here in Gwinnett? You know what I'm saying? What's going on down there? It's too many different ways you can get in trouble in Atlanta. You know what I
More
mean?
culture down there.
Yeah, well,
It's a hell of a lot more culture going on back
and it's
that
a hell of
way
a
than
lot
over
more
there.
cops too.
Yeah, I know, right?
It is.
The swag is on down there.
Yeah, it's on. Out here, I can go a long time without seeing a police officer.
Yeah.
The moment I cross into Cobb County, they everywhere. Everywhere. I'm like, yeah, let me get on up out of here.
Yeah.
Let me get out of
When I
Marietta.
was competing downtown at the Georgia Congress Center, and I wanted to, I literally stepped out from the hotel around like 2 in the morning to go to Waffle House
Yeah.
down the street,
Mm-hmm.
and like
Oh, yeah.
the hotel's not that far from the Waffle House. I
Yeah.
kid you not, I saw like at least 7 cops.
Yeah,
up and down
easily.
the road. I'm
Yep.
Yeah.
It's too much shit. Too
I'm
much
like,
stuff
I'm
going
like,
on.
am I good to walk right now?
No, too much going on out here. I mean, it's that's what you call innocent bystander right there. Too much going on around here.
Well, yeah, well, I just say one thing. Us young folks, man, you don't really need to be outside late night. There's no point in place for it. You get what I'm saying? Like I used to tell my kids, what the hell you can't do in the daytime that you trying to do at night?
Right.
I don't understand. I can't understand that. You know what I mean?
It's true.
You always want to go out. Like my daughter would sleep the whole day and then she gone at 10 o'clock.
PM. You supposed to be
I'm like, what? Oh, I'm going to the pool. What fucking pool?
At
You going to fuck
nighttime.
something, bitch. You
Yeah.
ain't going to no motherfucking pool. You know what I'm saying? The fuck you think I'm stupid?
It's like when I moved. It's like when I moved, bitch. It's like when I moved out.
Motherfucking pool.
My mom was like,
Excuse my language. But, I got tired of hearing that shit. Like you going to the pool with your college friend. Bitch, you ain't going to no motherfucking pool.
You going to go fuck
Come
something.
on, what girl leave the house at 10 o'clock? You know what I'm saying? Like, you going to party at 10, you know what I mean? Come on now. Like, us parents ain't stupid, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Us parents ain't stupid.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Every night, it was a 10 to 2. We know what that is.
We know what's going on.
Come on. We know what it is.
it's like
That's how you got here.
It's like when I first moved
And the
out.
sad part, I'm sorry, the sad part is the boys never went out.
Nah.
None of my boys went out besides the other one I kicked out. You know what I'm saying? I kicked him out. He was going, but the other ones, they don't go nowhere. They won't do nothing. But this one, she won't go nowhere in the daytime. She won't go somewhere at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's not like my brother likes to go out, but he'll go out during the daytime. When it's nighttime, he wants to be in his room.
Good.
But my sister, she'll go out in the day and go out in the night.
Oh, Lord. How old is she?
She turns 18 this year.
All right, take it down. Throw an air tag in her car. Put a fucking air tag in there.
Bro.
The hard way, bro.
Listen,
Trust me. I had to put a truck on her shit too.
Listen,
Fucking right I did.
listen, Jimmy. When I tell you, Aunt knows this. My dad is like, he is batshit crazy.
Dude,
like,
she got her car snatched so many times behind that shit.
Yup.
Where were you? Oh, I was so. You
You know,
sure about that?
You're lying.
Okay. I say, so what is this address?
Yeah.
Give me the fucking keys.
Give him right now.
You're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
Cause you're lying.
And she's like, what the hell?
How did you know?
Oh yeah, we smart now.
Yeah. Know where you are. Know what you're doing.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. When I moved out, and every time I go back to my parents' house, I have like the biggest smile on my face. It was like the shit that happened when I was living here.
Yeah.
I was brought in the middle of it. But now that I'm gone, it's like I come back, I just sit.
I ain't do nothing.
I'm like, what you do?
Yep.
What y'all do?
What y'all do?
Look, and mom and dad just look at me and they start laughing because I'm like, you can't say it's me.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can't say it's me.
Yeah, man.
I wasn't here.
Because for the
I
life
got
of
my
them,
own place.
For the life of them, they were always like, Jordan done, told them this. Jordan done encouraged them. Jordan hasn't.
My kids so bad. I got cameras all through the house. Got cameras on the outside. Got an air tag in the car.
Yeah.
Or trackers, either one.
Fire in my iPhone.
You know what I'm saying?
Life
Everything.
360.
Life 360.
Yeah.
All of it. Yeah.
I know y'all at multiple different.
Yeah.
Multiple
Hey,
different.
as long as I'm putting the bills for this shit,
Yeah.
oh, heck yeah. We putting it on there.
Listen, and
Yes,
the crazy
sir.
part was, right?
Happy
I'm the one that just stays in my room.
Yeah.
Or stays on the game.
The whole
And
time.
I'm getting calls like crazy. Where you at?
Hey, you gonna give me some jungle juice?
Oh yeah, come on. Come on. Oh yeah.
Because jungle juice.
It's
They gonna
Father's
say,
Day.
they gonna say this son of a bitch was already in me.
they like, where you at? What you
So
doing?
wait a minute, you got repeat customers in one day?
Yep. That's how we do it.
Why you not answering the phone? I'm like, I'm playing the game. You can't answer the phone?
No.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? We gonna stop by. Okay? Like,
Come on by anytime.
all
We
right,
ain't doing
no,
nothing.
like, I ain't doing nothing. When I first moved in, my mom was like, Are you home? Yeah, I'm home. Where else would I be?
You ain't burning playing that game, is you?
Huh?
You ain't burning playing the game, is you?
What you mean?
Smoking.
I don't
Okay,
do that.
good,
I don't
good,
do that.
good.
Very good.
Good,
I
good.
am.
Thank God.
I went to a
Thank
party when
God.
I was 15. I did all that. I was like, yeah, it's not for me. Ever
Yeah.
since.
See, I kicked my son out of the house. I take him to a bus station and drop him off.
Damn.
Yeah, I gave him the hard way.
He
was
laughs
terrible.
about it.
I was terrible, bro. I'm one of the worst dads you ever meet. I'm telling you.
But the
I was
best.
terrible.
On the other side,
I
you give
did.
up all the game.
And it's like all my friends.
You know how I did it? I let him get good and cozy in the bed at night. You know, he getting ready. It's getting the AC piping right now. Everything. He up under the cover, nice bedroom set. You know, kid got bedroom set that max. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, he and everything looking good, right? Bathroom in his room and everything. You know, hey, yo, yeah, dad. Hey, get up, get your shit. What? Get your shit. You gone. What you mean?
Shit.
Oh, were you smoking? Yeah. Hurry up, man. It's time to go, man. Let's go. Just like that.
Damn.
Yeah. I made sure I get him while he was asleep. I didn't want to get him while he was up. We even laughed and kicked it that night and everything. Yeah, okay.
Oh, that is
Oh, yeah.
cold.
I want you to remember how good that bed felt before you got put out.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
That
Oh, yeah.
is.
Oh shit! I did it to Dunny too. Dunny was failing French, dude,
Mm.
and he wasn't gonna grad because of this. 12th grade wasn't gonna grad. He was on the fence like the whole year over French. I said, bro, if you ain't grad, you got to get the hell out of here. So I think it came about. I think it was the second semester, and he still ain't brought the grade up. I said, all right.
Mm.
I talked to the wife. I say, this nigga out here tonight.
Oh, tonight.
Tonight. She was like, oh, no, leave him on. I say, no, this nigga out here tonight. He think I'm bullshit. I say, you know what that sound like? You didn't grab because of French?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
She's like, no, don't do it. She crying and everything. Don't do it. Knock on that door. Hey, get your shit. Let's go. What? Yeah, you don't want to amount to nothing in life? You gonna fail goddamn high school because of goddamn French?
Mhm.
Get your shit. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Got his shit, dropped him. Just like that. Went down there, and he biological mom, of course. You know, went back down there to them. He's on the couch, dude. He don't even have a room. Ooh, it's nasty. He don't even have a room.
Man.
He's down there calling my wife every day. Can you please talk to him? Can you please talk to him? Can you please talk to him? I say, nah, ain't nothing to talk about. You need to feel that. Nigga came back, got that French done. He was down there for 2 weeks.
Got that French done.
Came back, got French done. You know what I'm saying?
So
Oh yeah, I wasn't playing with him.
that's all you
I
got to
don't
do.
play with him. I
Nothing
put the ass
in the right
out.
direction.
All my kids know. Devin know too. Ask him. He ain't. I will put his ass out. I don't care.
See,
I'm forcing you to become something. I don't give a damn. You can either be nothing and stay nothing, or become something.
see, it's different. See, they looking like this, like
Mhm.
wow, but
I
they
don't
don't
even see
they
it.
don't get the house
Fuck
that
that
they're
shit.
in.
Well, 3.6 million.
3 point. Did you hear that?
3.6
A
million.
$3.6 million home.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Oh, yeah.
If you go anywhere different, it's gonna be drastically different.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you gotta go
Yeah.
sleep on the couch.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell no! And I just had this big ass
Yeah.
room. That's
Yeah.
you know
What? Why you think? why,
So like they have like a big room.
this is a mansion. $3.6 million is a mansion, dog, and anywhere in America.
Yeah, every-
No matter where you go in
they
America.
Got, they got their own bathrooms.
In their rooms.
Yeah. Don't gotta come out. Yeah.
Yeah, he said that. Oh, I love Mr. Jimmy, man.
But
That's why I always call him Mr. Jimmy.
it's the truth, you know what I mean? And that's why Dale felt like he was out of place when he went down there, because you're so comfortable to this, and then you go back down there to where you gotta
It's so
yeah,
far.
it's reality.
Yeah, it's
reality, man.
Yeah.
It's
You don't
reality.
live in reality. You live in
Yeah. Now when they go to grandma's house in Alabama, the whole house is like 826 square feet. It's a 3-bedroom house though, right?
Yeah.
But you ain't hear what I said. It's 820 something square feet.
That's
I
my-
think your apartment is
that's my
probably bigger,
apartment.
right? How many rooms?
One.
Okay, this is
That's
3
like-
bedrooms.
It's like this
You
whole
get what I'm saying?
downstairs right here.
So everything is a box in the whole house.
Crazy.
So when they go to grandma's house, they like, I want to go home, Dad. No, you
Yeah.
staying here, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, grandma have them out there doing art. They painting the tree barks. They doing all kind of shit. You know, just shit that you just need to relax on. You know, and I tell them they get out of hand. Take the devices, take the phones, take the tablets, take all that shit. You know, because you have to. You know, kids need to really know what all these extra things that they have that they.
I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on the fact they have a bathroom in their room. Their room is.
Oh yeah,
That's
they got big. Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Everybody got flat screens on the walls and everything. Yeah, everything. Yeah. Mhm.
I most definitely wouldn't leave my room.
Man, look, we work really hard. You know what I'm saying, and we own businesses, but at the same time, your kids, they don't see the work you put in no more. You know, and the good thing about what I've done when I grew our businesses is I grew mine from our garage. We started in appliance repair. You see, so when I started from no experience, no nothing whatsoever, and we started from the home. And they was able to watch it from start to finish, and seeing the money that came through, and seeing the transition. You know, so how can you not reproduce?
And fall in line
You know?
with that when you seen it
You
happen.
know?
Wait, so what do y'all do now?
I'm dropping that fiber.
Remember,
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that.
You said you compete for how much monies? About 500,000 a million, right?
Yeah.
And that's on the internet.
Yeah.
Imagine a person that's laying the
Mhm.
internet
Oh yeah.
for you to even be able to do this.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a that when he told me that, I was like, what the hell? How do you even find stuff like this?
So typically, my crew would do 200,000 a week.
Dollars.
You know. Now I don't get it all because I got to pay them, but that's the growth and more. Now I got 3 states. I'm Oregon, North Carolina, and Virginia right now. And Virginia, I just awarded a project that's paying $130 a foot.
So like, are you able to do like in-home stuff also?
I just stay in the mainline construction of it. The people that go to the homes is less because they're just going from the tap in front of the yard to the side of your house. I lay it in front of the house all the way out, or I lay it down the street or down a rural area, wherever, or down a highway. Right now I'm on a highway, a DOT highway in Virginia. You see,
So what do you do for computer?
it's not me. I can't do anything. It's your internet provider, like Comcast or whoever it is. They're the ones that decide the areas they want to go into and put the money in there.
You know, 'cause I'm trying to figure out when I go to Texas, I need the best of the best. You know?
Texas
Well,
is a big
Texas
area.
is huge,
Yeah.
and Texas got more drillers out there than anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oil come from Texas, dog.
Yeah. Well,
Really? Oil from Texas? I didn't know that.
they got oil out there.
Yeah,
They got oil out there.
yeah.
hmm
Drilling.
That's another game too you can get in, but it's difficult, but you can. Yeah. I knew people that did it. You gotta get a little small rig, and then you gotta get land or.
I know my biological dad, his side, I think it was my aunt, they had a house on like a piece of land
Mhm.
and like, I guess they were doing some sort of like construction on the land
Mhm.
and oil
Oh yeah.
was like underground and they were like, okay, this is,
Oh yeah.
they still have it to this day.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah.
Like man, it's just so much out here, and see, and I got into the internet business because one of my neighbors in the neighborhood, I started out working for him, you know, as a partner, and that partnership didn't last, you know. I was doing everything, he didn't do anything, and it got to that point where it needed a turn, so I could no longer be there with him, so I went and just started my own. You know, and the thing is, it's difficult in that business because these machines run $300,000 and more. You know, just to get the machine alone. So it's an expensive game to be in, but more of us need to get into it because right now the internationals run that game and the Americans run it, you know, not us but them, you know. And we need more of us out there showing that we can do it, you know.
Play that internet. Instead of getting into it when the foundation's already laid, you laying the foundation.
Definitely.
It's a different. It's just different. You'll have the dibs on everything later on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you can always lay some internet. I mean, this world is huge.
Yeah, internet gonna always be the key to this whole world because everything now has to run off of it.
Yep.
Everything from your, you know, your AC little switches on the walls
Yeah.
to the little devices you buy from the store. Everything has to do with Wi-Fi or internet, man. Hey, man, you be good, man. You got kids?
I do. I got
Happy Father's Day, brother.
Thank you too.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's
Day.
Yeah. So, you know, everything runs off the internet. That's why I didn't mind doing it, you know. And they're changing everything over from the old coax to the fiber.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's that, yeah. Like, I was talking to my friends who already live in Texas, and I'm like, just so I know, what internet do y'all have that gets y'all the best compared to like fiber? And I'm
Yeah,
like,
fiber. That's from AT&T,
Yeah, it's
though, right?
fiber.
Yeah,
Yep.
AT&T.
Yeah, that's what we got here.
Yeah, you have to be on fiber.
Yeah.
You want to know the shittiest part about this?
What?
I don't got it.
You don't got fiber?
No. I'm paying all that damn money and I don't got it.
Is fiber expensive right now?
I don't know. That's the messed up
you
thing.
mean the service?
Like, just like the monthly, like how,
It's just the same
because
thing.
right now, I have 1 gig with Xfinity for both my apartment. and
You
I
need
pay-
a lot
I pay
more than
70
1
Well,
gig. Yeah,
well,
I do.
like I said, it's not. It's the prices is not gonna change for what it is right now. But you pay by the gig. You know what I mean? But the next gen is fiber versus coax.
Yeah.
So that's all it is. So they're gonna update their infrastructures because they want to stay competitive with the other ISPs. You know,
Gotcha.
internet service providers that are out here. You know what I mean? So you know, don't worry about it like that. You know, I mean, it's always gonna be made affordable. You know, but think about it. If you paying 40 or 70, times that for the million of freaking damn customers they have, it's still money.
A lot
They're
of
making
money.
a freaking killer. You know what I mean?
It's like I'm trying to.
It's just what it
It's
is.
like I'm trying to get like a game plan because I am moving to Texas. Like it's already set in stone. It's just like I need to find an apartment so I can just put that money. I want to open like what I want to do. I want to open another account that's strictly for that apartment, and then I want to just put the money that I have set aside for the apartment. I want to take care of the whole lease and just have it, so I don't have to worry about it. So it's just okay when it's time to pay.
Auto pay.
Yeah,
But you
right.
said you going there with your other buddies, right?
I'm thinking about it, but if that doesn't go through, I'm already looking at
Okay, you gonna
one
leave.
bed apartments for
Okay.
myself.
Yeah, yeah. My thing is go ahead and leverage it out with those guys and cut your costs in half just by subleasing to them. But what I would say is still put it in your name, but sub it out to them and make them pay you. So you pay the bill, but you make them pay you. Because now it shows the income still coming into your bank account before you put out. It's a little another perk
Are
that
you
you get.
saying like that means like their name's not on the lease or like just my name? Or
They can go on lease because they live there as residents.
Yeah.
But you make a separate contract with them to pay you. Subleasing. But see, the thing is this, like you said, you want to have another account for them, for the apartment and whatnot, you know? So now you're showing income to this business that they're paying you, you know what I'm saying? At some point, you can leverage that account to get more money, get a loan or whatever, is what I'm saying. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I hear exactly
You know?
what you're saying.
So that lease that they're paying to him now,
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying? Even though he's gonna pay it to the apartment
mortgage
bill,
company.
it still goes to his account.
Yeah.
That account is creating income.
Right.
He can still leverage that account to take a loan if you put it into a business account.
Yes, he does.
You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even though it's not helping you directly, it is indirectly because if you needed 50 grand or something to go do something else with, or 100 grand or whatever, you can still come from this business because it draws income.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a small thing, but it's not a big thing, but it's a small thing, but it's still leverage to be used for something else at some point.
All people want to know is how much money you bringing in. That's all people want to know. That's all anybody wants to know. You have a bank account, I don't give a damn, you put in $100 in a month. The point is they want to know what's coming.
Yeah.
You see, and you have something that's coming monthly, directly, no matter what, it's coming. See what I'm saying? It's coming. That works in this world. See what I'm saying? That works. That's what the whole world driven on, monthly payments. Trust me, man. You gotta leverage everything, dude. Because even off of that, you can use that 100 or 200,000 that you could probably get off of that. You know what I'm saying? And you can get a franchise or something else. You know what I'm saying? You can spend 10 grand and get a franchise for fucking Steak and Shake. You got to put in work though, but I mean it's 10 grand. You know what I'm saying? So man, there's all types of things out here, man. Like if you want to make it, you will. You know, you just gotta know steps on doing it, man. You gotta be educated. You go in it. They even got it's franchises. Go on franchises. They got a whole list of them telling you what you need and everything, man. Like it's just what it is.
How you will qualify to get one?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man. Like if you don't know, you don't know. But if you know, you can kind of see how you can, you know, make something come to life.
Yeah, and pay the way for yourself.
Like I say, the whole thing that I promote to anybody now is the leverage part of letting something work for you while you sleep. If I get up today and don't want to do a damn thing, I don't have to worry about, damn, how I'm gonna pay for this rent, this car, or I'm gonna pay this off, or how I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? I know it's being done, so you sleep better. You live longer too, because you ain't got no stress.
Right. Yeah. You live a lot longer.
You ain't got no fucking stress, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you create all them avenues, you ain't got no stress, man. You know, you get up, hit the gym, do what you're gonna do for the day, chill out, go down somewhere and relax, man. You know, you can live anywhere at that point. You see what I'm saying? You go to China for a year, who gives a fuck? Just stay there. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and you can still game.
Yeah, staying in China.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? You don't even have to hold a real residence, man. You just go here for the year. I'm done. My lease up. I'm moving over here for the year. Done. My lease up. Moving over here for the year. I'm done. My lease up. I mean, that's what I'll be doing. If I was young and had to do it all over again, I wouldn't have no kids. I would not be married. I'll tell you right now. I'm not. You know, I'm just not dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? The world is nuts right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
crazy.
I'm traveling. I'm living life. I'm experiencing different cultures and everywhere, and that's it. That's what I'm doing.
You have a more just broader perspective of the world.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't running to just, you know, cock my pecker and everything, but I'm going to ask for experiences, and hopefully at some point, if you know you met the right person down to earth, you know what I'm saying, then you do that. But outside of that, oh man, you know, they got too many people out here, man, just doing the wrong thing, man. Just doing the wrong thing.
Damn.
Like all the stuff that we've been learning, you know, some of us is using it. And there's so much information now online, man. Like there's so much on Facebook, Instagram, and all this stuff, man. It's just so much, man. Like it's so much, and these kids are still playing not them games, but my kids play them little things on the phone.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not getting that for it.
Yeah.
You're not. All you're doing is helping them get exposure to be bigger than who they are. That's it.
They get money for people playing.
You know? Yeah, because they're getting exposure.
Yeah.
How many people that's on their platform, and then once they get big enough, then they're gonna start taking in money for themselves with ads and shit.
Exactly. That's exactly what happens.
You know what's crazy is that Call of Duty, they have like a mobile game now. Call of Duty Mobile.
Yeah.
Same, it's basically the same thing as a normal game, but it's just on mobile.
Yeah.
When they first released that game, it got so big that they're now doing.
He texting me now the same shit. He said, "Yeah, I know. It's like everyone hates to see someone doing good in life rather than living in. Goddamn, hold on. Like living in, like left, rather than living in the same circle over and over again." And then, he texted me something for Father's Day. He said, let me see what he says. "Thanks for being the best dad I could ever ask for. You've always pushed me to be better, even when I didn't believe in myself. And your belief in me has meant more than I can ever explain. Your strength, your support, and your love have carried me through so much. I'm proud to be your kid, and I'm grateful to everything you've done for me. I love you, Dad.
Damn, that is awesome.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
For real. That makes
Yeah.
you feel real good.
They
right
feel
there.
good, man. Some of
Yeah.
that work coming out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we'll see what the big ones are.
Yeah.
Let's wait till the big ones come in. That was the 18-year-old.
It's Devin.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. You know, but you know, I mean, I'm hard on my kids, man. I tell you, like I am super duper hard. I talk to them like we're on the street. You know what I'm saying? I respond to you like we're on the street. And if you make a boo boo, I treat you like if you was on the street.
Yeah.
Because you have to know how the world's gonna deal with you. It's not how dad deal with you. A nigga out there gonna deal with you.
Yeah.
It's not me. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you're safe.
Yeah.
But when you get out there, you're not.
You're not safe
You know?
at all. You gotta
So
become correct.
so I even my girl, I'm rough on them too. You know, and I say, look, I don't want you to ever be upset that someone said something out of context and you didn't like it. You need to know what this sounds like sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can blow it off. You know what I mean?
Avoid
Because
that person.
yeah, you have to. You know what I mean? Yeah. I try to teach my kids to be ready for whatever. You know, like don't just think this is the way life is and that's it. And the moment you get out there and some people start attacking you in a different way, you ball up and like, yeah, we the bougie kids from Brownston.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We not you know used to coming over here in the city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the city is rough. That's the way it's always been. No matter where you grew up, I don't give a fuck where you grew up.
It's more
The city has always been rough than the suburbs. I have else the big house livings and all that. You know, when you go to the city, it was terrible. They gonna rip you alive. They was more hood. They gonna say some mean
Concrete
shit,
everywhere,
everything.
not a lot of
Yeah.
trees.
You know, so you know, I try to teach my kids because me and the mom, we both came from different situations. You know what I'm saying?
From the hood,
So you know, I'm from the project. Yeah, we had food stamps, welfare, everything you could get was free. We were getting it. You know what I'm saying? We had the ugliest car in the neighborhood when I went to school. So yeah, I didn't want to be dropped off to school. You know, fuck that.
I'll walk or take the bus.
You know,
Ride a bike.
who the hell? This door. Fuck you got. Fuck you on, man. Nah, I appreciate it. You send me something? You send me something? Oh, I don't want to hear this shit, man. You pitiful, man. Send me some money, bro. I ain't want to hear that, man. Send me some money, man. No, well, send me 100. Don't you got my cash app? So what happened when you needed it? I sent it to you. How you know if I need it? You should, you know, the day my day. You shouldn't even be refusing me on my day, bro. Wait, say that again. A receipt what?
I spent money on clothes. I can't take clothes back. I want to see. So that's my receipt. I'm on my ass.
All right, man. I love you. I'll talk to you. Man. All right, bro. Nah, man. Come on, man. You could at least send me $100. I could have went and got me some dinner tonight. You gonna get with the siblings to see if you can. No. I'm gonna work my way with them on my own. See what I'm saying? Nah, because that 100 was from you. That I wouldn't get 100 from the other one. You trying to make it one. I know what you're trying to do. Yeah, I'm on.